Damn it. Okay, hey everybody.
No!
It'd help if I set up the windows ahead of time. Cool.
And you're probably going to hear Wilhelm scream in a few seconds because my thing is screwing up.
You might as well just play it right now because I just failed epically. But welcome everybody.
It's a reaction to the windows.
There it goes.
There it is.
You get to see me do behind the scenes
Everybody's favorite.
stuff live as I forgot to set up windows like a smart person. But when we last left off, everybody was sitting in the jungle of Schult in this temple trying to stop this evil cult from getting a hold of this heart of the wild. Act of some.
Oh, there's the heart. Maybe next time we can go for Breath of the Wild.
Theme starts playing.
That seems like it would be refreshing.
Yes.
Break from genre.
So we keep going after hearts. Too much hearts get you indigestion.
I'm not going to ask how you know that.
Why waste a part of an animal? You kill it, eat all of it.
I guess I can respect the theory behind that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a theory.
Animal
No.
eat theory?
No.
Yeah. There.
Those words are copyrighted. We cannot say them on the show.
Yeah, I didn't say that, but I said it at the same emphasis of
That's
intelligence.
a react either.
Yeah.
The whole channel will get flagged if you say those words in sequence.
I don't know.
It'll just mute the rest of the channel because you said them.
I don't know. Rat Bat might be fine with it.
Probably.
Don't even say his actual name either.
That's his D&D self.
Like, we'll send you some Diet Coke.
Yeah.
That actually probably would work.
That's his licensing fee.
Just send me Diet Coke and you can say whatever.
Single
Yeah, it's such
fan.
betrayal. Diet Coke, Ireland sent something to Jacksepticeye. It's like, hey! And he's just like, why? Betrayal!
What happened?
I didn't set up Windows, and I just actually got finished with it because I'm a dummy. So you missed nothing.
Oh, cool.
Welcome everybody to the Trackless Sea.
Hooray!
Yay! We last left off. You guys are in this temple that they don't give a clear name for. Cool.
The Temple of Love.
The Temple of... Hey, Zeb was last seen here.
The Temple of No
Bloods.
Clearing.
Well, it was like everything else. That's the Temple of Mesro or the Temple of...
Well, after I just got fucked up, it's the Temple of... Oh, God, fuck that noise.
Ah, there it is. The Temple of the Rising Sun. Claim its prized
mine
possession. The Dajobi Senga, which in Chilton is Heart of the Wild.
Cool.
Neat.
I'm going to go with Dagger's name for the temple.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
say it's the Temple of... no, fuck that.
And the group got ambushed really hard at the entranceway on the mountainside.
Yeah, for
got
serious.
through that. Found a generic NPC who's wounded outside. Who's like, please help, everybody's injured. Go inside, see lots of death. There's a water and an earth spirit, nature spirit, which apparently aren't elementals. They're spirits of nature, which I guess is fate. But they were getting sucked into a vortex. Holy crap! Somebody just subscribed. As you can see on my overlay, I've added a little tip jar, and a subscription little icon flew into it. That was pretty cool. And underneath it, I have a bit bar. If it fills up all the way, everybody in the party gets one natural 20.
God damn it.
That's what people say when I use my...
Write down on your character that you have a superior healing leaf that lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I should probably do that.
And Azra is outside your guys' cart that had the Triceratopses and stuff that had all your gear. And suddenly a wind, like the earth spirit that was made of leaves, comes fluttering out of the temple. And like the wind from it blows her cardboard body somehow into the temple. And she goes, and she's 3-dimensional again.
Whoa! Here I am.
This is some real physics. It is okay.
And you guys are in this room. Oh yeah, you guys turned off the swirling vortex thingy.
Yeah.
This room.
We did. Did I cast dispel magic on that? I think.
I think you guys did.
You
Yeah.
did. You did.
Didn't specify. Yeah, you did because spell magic didn't say it had to be spells. I remember that being a question. So yeah.
Dinosaurs are fine. What's going on in here?
Oh, you hear screaming and not screaming. Painful cries and prayer.
Sounds like a bad time. Let's go
Well,
Well, let's
follow
do
it.
it.
Barth,
I
There
think
were
it
some
makes sense.
spirits wrestling. We stopped that. So,
Bad
Now
time
we
seems
have
to
to-
be what we do.
yep. Now we have to save people.
Varth,
Cool.
this prayer was in Druidic.
Oh.
Prayer that's currently going on.
Oh, I don't
There's,
speak that.
that is Druidic.
Oh, that explains why I can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
Yes.
Why do we ever get things in Infernal?
Very bad that they're using it. So we should stop them if this is indeed an evil ritual.
I know one of the Dukes of Hell, not Archduke. Those guys are higher, but I know a Duke. Not that
Which
friendly of a
one?
fella.
His name is N''UKEM.
Damn it.
I've come to kick demon ass and chew infernal bubblegum. I'm on infernal
So I'm
bubblegum.
sure you've met him before,
Infernal gum.
but you were a little distracted last time. This is Worm. He is the reason I am alive.
Oh yeah.
Last time
Nice.
I had some performance issues. I'm sorry. It happens.
And I was gonna say, I'm like, I assume he's regenerated his damage by now. I don't think he was touched. I was literally the only one in that fight that took damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
You still got the little.
I went to the whole thing. You were.
Yeah, a little. I am covered in blood.
Just head to toe.
Yeah.
And this prayer, Varth, seems to be a prayer for the elemental spirits. Oh, they are elementals of the jungle, and it seems to be praying a cry of help to have them come to this location. But as you guys know from the Dark Vortex, it was actually a trap for these elemental spirits.
I am not okay with traps for spirits, being a spirit lord.
Yeah.
That goes against all of the tenets that I stand for, and a few that I don't.
You know that this tribe of Choltons are the same kind of druids that you are. It's the Cholton sector.
Right. The Chalton chapter.
Yes.
Chalton chapter of Druidic buddies. Apparently not good ones.
I guess not.
And
But there's this big double door where that vortex was coming from. That seems to lead further in where you hear the prayer coming from. Oh,
that way.
I'm actually. We just got really fucked last time. We just walked in without thinking. I'm a little tempted to see if to send Leo in and see what he can see and look through his eyes.
It's probably not a bad idea.
But right now I'm looking at a spell because I just looked at my stuff. Okay, so because reasons, last time we were in town, I sold my cloak of protection. Didn't need to, but I did it anyway because I'm stupid. So my AC is now 15. And I just happened to look at my spells, and Dagger knows how to cast Bark Skin from the bard instrument of the bards.
Nice.
So I'm not casting that right now, but I am keeping it in mind because a 1 higher AC makes a
Yeah.
difference.
You should cast that upon the dogs.
I was about to say, when you
I
cast
don't
it
know what
from the
their AC
instrument,
is now.
do you just go,
But-
wolf?
Yeah, it's bark skin.
Oh,
So you cast it upon the dogs.
There's just a beleaguered sigh from the person that's like covered in blood and gore.
Yeah.
He's not a hexblade, he's a pun blade.
It's true.
My initial.
Oh, actually, yeah,
That's
no, I
Trackless.
probably should cast it on Leo. His AC is worse than mine.
All right. So to fit the
Oh, go
parts of the adventure that we've gone through so far, I thought it fitting for Varth to have linguist instead of some of the other feats that were.
Oh, that's cool.
So Varth now has Linguist and can speak Infernal, Celestial, and Kalashite, the language of his original race.
Nice.
Nice.
2 species ago, he can now speak the language he could speak then.
I was gonna say that maybe it should be Abyssal so that we cover all of them.
I got Abyssal for free from the Yuan-Ti.
Oh, from the UNT, that's right.
Now I can speak Infernal and Abyssal. And Celestial, since we ran into a Solar, I was like, if we run into him again, I want to be able to talk to him in his language. Just seems like a really good
This
idea.
adventure is just Voss
This.
collecting all the languages.
Yeah.
It's literally all of us doing that because Dag has linguist as well.
Just,
Oh yeah.
everyone has
I'm
language.
gonna
Baron has it as well.
It makes sense because he's not from this cosmos.
Oh, everyone has it. Oh my god.
Do you have it, Azra, or is it just
No, I have Common and Infernal. That's it.
Well, I know what your next feat's going to be.
Azra's like legit angry about this.
You can cast.
One of us.
You can have one of your spells be tongues.
Why does everyone understand everything?
Just cast tongues and you're good.
I am going to lean down and give Leo a snuggle and be like, "You got this, buddy. You're fine." And headbutt him, and I'm giving him bardic inspiration, and then I'm sending him to go look and see what he can see.
Oh,
Because hilariously, his stealth is still better than mine.
So
Yeah, I don't have proficiency in it.
hey, roll stealth.
Oh boy. Should I waste the bardic inspiration?
That's up to you.
Yes.
Being that this room here
No.
is with 2 spirits and an instant death vortex, I would say, yeah, probably use it.
That's an 8.
Oh god.
No, 9.
So
Yeah.
you guys, who's opening this door?
Oh, I guess I would open the door for him.
Okay, you take 10,000. No, you open the door, and he goes in.
He's like low to the ground, creeping, and I have my hand on Varth's shoulder, and I'm looking through his eyes to see what he can see.
Okay. So he goes through. It's a columned hallway. So in the middle of the hallway, there are just column every once in a while. Yeah, every 20 feet, it opens up into a 10-foot diameter column room that widens out. So the hallway is kind of like this as a grid, like it just keeps doing that.
And there's columns on either side.
And there's
Okay.
columns right in the middle of the bigger squares.
Got it. Okay.
So the first one going straight, and then the second one veers to the left, and there seems to be a few more columns going that way. Holy crap! As he proceeds forward, he sees. This will be a real shocker. Bodies of many of the clanspeople strewn about.
Are any of them alive?
Definitely not.
Okay.
The walls have been scorched, and some of the columns are actually severely damaged. How fast? He's stealthing through here, so...
Yeah, he's probably moving half his speed, so 20.
Okay, yeah, then at this point, he needs to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy! Oh, and he uses cool. Ugh. Oh, that's way better. That is a 21.
Okay, parts of the ceiling in here actually crack, and a bunch of rocks fall, but he dodges.
Yeah, he does the almost glitch thing where he just oops, 2 feet to the left.
Yeah.
Snips at the rocks and then keeps going.
Are you able to from all of his senses, or is it just visual?
No, I can hear all of his senses. I can feel, so if somebody touches my body, like Dag's body, I can tell, but I'm blind and deaf. I'm only able to. Okay, technically, I don't think I can get his sense of smell, but I can see and hear through his eyes.
Okay, you can hear
I should
the
take a feather and start tickling your nose.
The pained crying of this prayer in Druidic is getting loud as he proceeds forward. And as he moves forward,
Oh, it says I can gain the benefits of any special sense that he has.
So you would gain his sense of smell.
I'd assume, yeah.
we'll say his deck save was him blinking out of the way of the debris.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
As he gets towards the end of the hallway, there is a double door that is closed, which is obviously where this prayer was coming from, and there's a smaller door to the right.
He's gonna lean down. Can he see underneath the door?
No.
Okay, then he can't go any further.
Perception check.
13.
Is this the big double door?
Yeah.
He does-
Wherever it sounds like the chanting is coming from.
He can't. It's dog eyes. They're colorblind, and they're more nose than eye.
Yeah.
Sensitive in terms of perception awareness. He can see movement on the other side.
Okay.
Maybe 2 or 3 bodies of some kind.
Okay, he's gonna think that it may, and I'm repeating that. 2, 3 bodies, maybe. Can I get a guess of how many voices it is? He has an advantage on hearing checks.
It is one voice. You don't even need.
Oh, okay. One voice, but multiple people in the room.
So probably one.
Yeah,
or two.
he can't blink anywhere. He can't see. What's the handle look like? Is it like a round one? Because like he is smart enough to figure out how to use a door handle. It's just a matter of if he can manipulate it with his paws.
We'll say it's a normal vertical handle. It wouldn't be one he could open.
Okay.
As a dog.
All right, then he'll blink back.
Okay. What's his distance on blink?
He probably like instinctively like, oh, I'll blink back to you, Mom. But then I'm like, yeah, no, just come back the familiar way. Because as long as he is within 100 feet of me, I think, he can go into his little demi-plane and then pop back out right next to me.
Okay, so do you do that? Because he's still within that 100 feet for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes down the hallway. After about a minute or two, all of a sudden he just reconjures. Hey guys.
So there's 3 people in the room. Only one voice is chanting. There's 2 doors though. I probably should have checked the other door, but both of them are closed, so we can get up next to that door and see what we can see.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And fuck it, because I have it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm casting enhanceability on everybody so that we all have advantage on dexterity checks. So it won't count against saves. However, we all do have advantage on initiative checks.
Okay.
And it lasts for an hour. It's concentration, so it'll only last until I cast something else that's concentration, but it'll hopefully get us at least a head start.
Sweet.
Okay. Let's see. So you guys proceed forward, and all of you see these columns and they're erect, and the place is slowly crumbling and stuff. And at some point in this hallway, for sure, everybody needs to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Shit, we don't have advantage on those.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, nat 20.
Isn't
Never
that-
mind.
Checks, not saves.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20, so Azra's fine.
Nice.
So what's the damage?
Yeah.
We'll get into that. I want to know what everybody got. Oh yeah, your Chilton, not Mary Sue NPC
Mezzy.
will
Busy, sir.
We sent that like commoner priest guy outside the temple, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's-
we sent him away. He's not coming in.
you healed him,
Yeah,
and
he
he is
super
just like,
died.
and he's like, I know, I'm staying. He's a commoner. So he's like,
Yeah.
there's no way.
he's smart.
He's like, I have a unique ability called die whenever I take damage.
Yeah.
All commoners get it. It says hit points, ha ha. There's no number there.
It's 4 hit points, but yeah. Okay.
I think he's Acolyte from Monster Manual, but I mean, might as well be commoner.
Right.
Yeah. God damn it! I keep rolling for shite.
So I got a 4.
Okay.
In true Varth fashion, when you said make a save, he rolled badly.
All right. So,
Dagger got a 14. Tess
Still using my
got
glowy
a.
dice. Because it fits Varth.
using my Neon Dragon dice, which are available now if you back the Kickstarter.
Oh.
Retroverse.
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 Hashtag sponsored by
Um,
Retroverse. What?
Tess got a
Icon.
16. And question: does Chung's danger sense count as this? She has advantage on dex saves versus effects she can see.
I would say yes.
Okay.
A barbarian that can't dodge falling debris from danger
Oh,
sense
thank
just doesn't
God,
seem right.
because that's much better.
Because usually they're the ones to cause it.
She got an 18 then.
Hey, Baron,
So 14, 16, 18.
what'd you get on your deck save?
Hey!
Okay.
Single digit party, Baron.
Okay, so I will actually roll the damage, not average it out here. For those of you that got... Oh, good thing I rolled it. You guys are doing good on this. For those of you that got under 15, you take a whopping 8 bludgeoning damage as debris falls from...
Ow!
Wilhelm scream.
Like the rocks fall, and who was it that got less than a what?
I got 4, Baron got 3.
Less than a 15. So Dagger failed, yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot about Vorm.
Dexterous large son.
The
Yes.
super dexterous Mary Sue that's with you failed.
Nice.
Oh, good. And the wizard was fine. Okay. Shot, everybody.
I mean, if this was 3.5 at this level, you'd be like, I have an invisible barrier and everything just comes off it.
Yeah.
I'm,
Right.
I'm literally better than any other class.
So,
Whatever.
so Vorm got a 9. He has a 9 at -1.
Okay,
Oh,
8
baby.
bludgeoning damage. So just so you guys know, the average is 16.
there it is.
There it is.
The average is 16 damage. So that's
Oh,
half
boy.
of the average.
Yeah.
I rolled really bad in your favor, I guess.
Yeah. So like rocks fall. One hits Vorm. He flinches and like sort of like goes to the side. Another one hits Dag, and she flinches, and he flinches again because he takes half the damage from everything.
Whoops.
Mhm.
But like nothing hit him.
Nice. I like to think, 'cause he has healing, right? So I like to think like part of his head cracks wherever the debris would have hit you, and then it just heals.
Yeah, especially because he took 12 damage. So in 12 seconds, it's gonna be gone.
Oh no, it's like a dent in his head, and he goes like,
Yeah.
and it's boom.
Yeah, he just like flexes and it pops back in.
Yeah.
Nice. But you guys eventually get to the end of this hallway, and there's the big double door, and there's a door to your right, smaller door.
Should I stealth into the right one?
I'm gonna listen at the door first, but then maybe.
Very good point.
Great, super cool. It's still a 17.
Okay, you swear you can hear, really hard to hear because you get the rumbling going on in this temple from this ritual that's being cast, and also the ritual itself is very loud. So, as you put your ear to the door, you just barely faintly hear beyond the rumbling and the druidic, swear you can hear, like claws on stone, like that tapping noise like dogs have.
I'm gonna say that.
Like a
You don't hear any panting. I'm just saying, it just sounds like claws tapping on the
I mean, you do have advantage on stealth checks for now.
That's true. I might do that then. If nobody else thinks that's a terrible idea, I'm gonna do that.
Oh. Invisibility.
Oh shit.
And now
There is Tess, though.
and now you
Oh
guys.
shit, that's right. You can do that however many times you want, right?
I can turn one person invisible for because concentration. But.
Well, yeah, but you can do it as many times per day as you
Sweet.
want.
Hell yeah.
Nice, yeah.
So we're gonna send someone ahead, just invisible.
Underneath the door, since you guys are colorblind, you can see a blood red light glowing out.
Cool.
Wait. Cool.
Tess
My
is
favorite
gonna
color.
sneak alongside you.
I kind of whisper to the group, "That's not
Okay.
good nature magic."
Clearly not.
That's good. We noticed.
If there was any
Okay.
doubt.
Yeah. So me and Tess are gonna sneak into the right-hand door, I believe, or
Yeah.
the smaller one.
The smaller one? Okay. Stealth rolls.
Okay. Oh, good. The first one was a 1.
Nice.
Okay, that's not too bad. 22 for Azra.
Also a 22.
Oh shit! Look at us
Yeah.
go.
22 party.
Sounds like a catch. Yeah,
Also my age.
Babies.
a catch.
Hilariously, I think that's also Tessa's age.
Oh my god.
Because she's like 2 or
Children.
3 years older than Dagger, and Dagger is only like 20
Yeah.
something.
Good point.
You see, this room is not glowing red. This small room holds a few crates.
Do the crates have noises coming from them by any chance?
No.
Another question to probably ask: do the crates have blood coming from them?
Do we hear the tippy tappy claw sound though?
Yeah.
That would be the third question.
That would be first question in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's your passive investigation, Azra and
Oh.
Tess?
Garbage. Oh, actually not that bad.
Yeah, you're smart as shit.
It is a 15.
Tessa's is 18.
Okay, Tess realizes in the back of this storage room that there seems to be a secret door.
Ooh. That's actually super cool because I should have mentioned that. She also has advantage on perception and investigation checks to find secret doors.
Oh yeah.
For dungeon
Nice.
delver feat.
However, there's no way to, there's like no handle on this side.
I mean,
you could try to open it with other means. It's just, there's no way to open it, like, with a handle.
She's just like, I'm fairly certain Dagger probably has a crowbar somewhere on her person.
yeah. I don't have any.
You do though.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course, I'm not at all surprised. No, if we can't get it open, I'll sneak back to Dagger and be like, "Do you have a crowbar?"
It's just a floating crowbar because you're invisible.
Yeah. You probably lose your shit because I just like appear next to you and I'm like, "Hey, do you have a crowbar? There's a secret door. We need a crowbar." I assume you have one.
I will pass over a crowbar.
Oh, thank you for always having every shit, all the things.
Tess is like, I don't even know where I keep.
I'm like, well, no, a Dagger keeps it in the fucking bag of holding.
Right.
I'm sure.
But I imagine Tess not even knowing where she's just like,
Yeah.
here. And you're like, where did you get? And she's like, oh.
Yeah, she's probably just like, yeah, no, she probably has a kitchen sink on her somewhere.
Huh?
That makes
Here
sense.
somewhere.
You didn't see the tippy tappy claw thing?
No, I don't need them either. So they might be in a secret door, secret tippy tappy land. We'll see.
It's probably whatever's in there with the druid. I say,
I
pointing
thought
to
that
the
was
glowing
from this
red
door.
L door.
The secret door is in the back of the storage room in the opposite direction of the double door.
Okay.
But if it's a
Yeah,
tunnel,
and
it might go back around,
So-
you know.
So to make it easier for words and
You
not
can hear
having-
it tapping her nose.
the
No
double
one can
door
see.
we'll say is
Yeah.
to the west, and this secret door you found is to the east.
I think you mean to the west.
Okay.
Yes.
And the small door that you went into, this small
As I said, you can hear Azra tapping her nose. She's doing it extra loud so you know what she's doing.
the The smaller door was facing north, just to give you a little bit of orientation.
And the tippy tappy claw sounds were coming from this room with all of the crates, though, right?
No, you put your ear against the double door. I thought.
Oh no, I was listening at the small one. But
Oh.
okay, good to know that there's tippy tappy sounds coming from the big one as well.
You don't. Well, if it was the small one,
Yeah.
you didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, nobody's going to expect us to come in the secret door, so I guess let's all go into the room, and Dagger's going to start rooting through some boxes.
With your whole party in here, it's ridiculously cramped.
Oh shit! All right.
Varth stays in the hallway.
The room is 20 by 10, but it's filled with crates, so that's why I'm like, it's really cramped.
This room is very
Cool.
great.
As you're like, yeah,
You see a crowbar trying to jam itself into the doorway.
Crates, there's probably treasure in here. You find in the crates crafting supplies, decorations,
Ooh.
and robes, but nothing of any particular value. Unless those are valuable to you.
Nope.
It's like the stick-on rhinestones.
Does Dag think there's anything like of historical value in them?
No. This
Like
looks
squinting at them in the dark because she doesn't really want to use light and hate that there's other people in this room. And so far, she's the only person in this room without dark vision because Tessa has night vision goggles.
I think every room has some kind of light source in it.
Oh, okay.
Unless otherwise noted, there's a few lit sconces providing equivalent to dim light in each area.
Okay,
Cool.
Still disadvantage.
Jess and I are attacking that secret door.
But all those dead people you saw and stuff, like their kind of robes are in here. It looks like spare robes, and we'll say the crafting supply stuff is like colored glass and stuff. Because they're a temple of the rising sun, so it's probably stuff for stained glass and all.
That makes sense.
But it's not flail snail glass. That would be of particular value. This is normal glass.
Yeah.
It's just plain old glass.
Yeah.
Less value.
Being a temple in the middle of nowhere, they don't really get donations often. Or at all. Really.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Tess and I are looking at the secret door.
Okay.
And crowbarring it.
With both of you combined, I would say you guys are able to root your way with the crowbar to wedge it open.
Yeah, and the idea is to just like crack it and peek in.
Actually, this room doesn't have any light, but with your dark vision, you can just see its stairs that go up. Because you guys are down. You guys are down.
I say out loud for Dagger only.
Dagger, stairs. Okay. I guess maybe go up the stairs since you
I'm
guys
going
are
upstairs.
invisible and really hard to see. And I'm like shooing everyone further in, so we're like 10 feet behind them. So now there's like Dagger, and I don't know who would be behind Dagger. There's like, I don't know, can probably fit like 3 people in this room. We're waiting for them to come down the stairs screaming or start screaming and then go save them.
Cool.
Okay, you go up the stairs, and it's like 20 feet of movement. Just to give you an idea how much. Not too much stairs. And at the very top to your left, there is a secret door, but this has a handle.
Oh.
And as you noticed when you came in here, the handle was on the inside, so
it's the other
definitely.
side. Cool.
Like you could open it. You can open it from in here again. That same door. You don't need the crowbar from this one.
Cool. Azra goes after you to Tess.
She's creeping up the stairs. Yeah.
Is she checking for traps?
And also, as you guys are going up the stairs, it starts smelling really foul, like rotting flesh.
Tess just like
that.
pulls the cloak over her nose. It stinks in here. And Chung in the back of the party is just like, she says it stinks. Because I just remembered they both have that telephone.
I forgot about that. And Chung would totally be like, this is vital information. Everyone must know.
I think only Blake would know what I'm talking about here, but I like to think every time Chung does any form of movement, including turning her head to look over at everybody to tell you, hey, you're saying it smells up there, it makes like the armor chink noise from Dark Souls. Sometimes they take a step. No matter what she does, it's just like a chink,
every single movement noise.
Clang, clang, clang.
Yeah.
Clang, clang, clang. I gotta try to play Dark Souls one day. Everyone keeps mentioning it.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not good at video games.
it's
I'm
hard.
never going to play Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls requires a lot of skill.
It's hard, but it's not like Nintendo unfair hard.
Parts of it could be.
I've played Silver Surfer and lasted 5 minutes. So
Yeah, it's. I'm saying it's not Nintendo hard, NES hard, because NES had like it was clearly made purposely difficult just so it prolonged
Yeah.
the game.
Right.
Silver Surfer.
Anyway,
Thanks,
Door.
Ego Raptor.
you guys are at the door. Tess
Door!
Tess,
Yeah, I
Oh,
make
door! Oh, door!
Tess is
Oh no.
like, what is?
Now I'm sad.
Hey, Tess.
Yeah.
How's Tess opening this door? I mean, there's a handle and stuff, but I'm assuming because she's all roguey and stuff, she's gonna.
Oh
be
yeah,
all-
she's just cracking it open just enough to peer through.
A perception check at disadvantage, just because you're only got like a little crack to look.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh boy. Yep, that makes sense. That's a 7.
Okay.
I can't see shit.
You see, she sees. There seems to be a spot in the room where there's a little flora where there's like some trees growing in the corner. Like it's purposely made that way. These are Druid temples. They're like maple red leaves.
She's like, it just looks like trees. And that's how I assume when Varth is like, no, get out, get out, get out, get out.
And they're very far away from the store. They're on the opposite side of she can't tell how big this room is.
Do these trees happen to have yellow flowers?
Chung asks Tess.
From no, not that she can see anyway.
And they smell like
That's-
rotten corpses?
I mean, everything in here smells like rotten corpses, I
The room
assume.
does. The second the
What
door
was that stink
cracks,
that she was smelling?
the second the door cracks open, Azra and Tess definitely smell it, and the smell is just starting to get downstairs. So the rest of you are smelling it.
Oh, so that's the smell of
Do
dead
I
people?
maybe environmentally recognize where that smell could plant likely be coming from?
It's definitely coming from upstairs, wherever they're from.
I think he meant like what kind of plant could be giving it off.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, nature
Does that
check.
remind me of some kind of plant?
Reminds me
Where
of
is that
Ravnica's
stench
flesh
from?
pits.
Sorry. You said that. I'm like, wait, really? I'm not gonna be a smartass about it. But okay.
Yeah, no, like that's what he's like. Where do I know that smell from? Where is that? What does that smell from? And Chung's like, from upstairs.
Thanks, Chung.
She's trying her best. Leave her alone.
23.
This smell is definitely not from a plant.
So there's probably bodies somewhere.
It's
I mean-
something.
Maybe
It's
zombies.
something rotting. Something.
Does this have a
Organic.
zombie smell to it? I think we've run into enough zombies that I think I could identify a zombie smell from just a corpse smell.
It's very zombie-esque smelling, but it's
It could also just be rotting bodies. We did
you
see a shitload of those on the way in here.
good. Actually, give me a religion check if you're thinking undead,
I have one of those too.
because that would make sense. That you would.
17.
Nice.
There is something particular about this rotting smell. I like how you're a rot odor connoisseur now. There's something particular about this rotting smell
What we
That-
run into.
that does not seem undead. Say, there's something off about it. You've never smelled this before.
He who smelt it dealt it.
I was just trying to say that. You've beaten me by like 1 millisecond.
It smells like rotting flesh, but you do not know what kind of flesh.
Mm.
Yay!
Do not
That
recognize
sounds
this
like a good
particular
time.
odor of decay. That's a problem.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
so for that
ask Tess
conclusion,
to ask you guys if I should set everything on fire or not.
in that conclusion, with your combined
Yes.
really high checks on that knowledge, you're thinking maybe it's like a rotting, like a zombie bear or something. It's not the humanoid. Some kind of rotting from something. But it's not humanoid.
That's
Not
the
traditional
actual.
zombie.
That's actually Leo's response.
Or a ghoul. It's probably what you were thinking as well. It's not ghoulish smelling.
Just perplexed and scared. whining.
It may or may not be something that Murdy Curdy's notes had. And it that Shemeshka stole and published.
Oh, good.
She gave it to a bunch of wizards that lived on the coast, and they published it.
God damn.
And she's like, here's some money, and they're like, yay!
I kind of passed the suggestion along the train of people so that it gets up to the Roddy door. That maybe we should assist the Roddy door for now and take care of the demonic chanting in Druidic.
Yeah, maybe that one has a time limit on it. We'll come back to this.
Yeah, I was
kinda feel
hoping
the
that
demonic
though.
chanting in Druidic is more important.
As your guys are coming up with that, and Varth was doing his detective work in his brain on what this could be, both Tess and Azra can hear stomping.
From inside the
From
door.
inside the door, definitely two things. They're not
Like-
heading towards the door.
Oh, good. So they're not
but
heading
it's-
toward them.
There's stuff moving
Cool.
in there.
Tess, let's very quietly close this door and then back down the stairs.
That sounds like a plan. I was really hoping that we'd be like find a back door into the room where they were chanting.
Same. That was also my thought. Oh well.
And through Chung, Tess will relate that Dag thinks it's a bad idea to set the orchard on fire until we know a way out of here.
Oh,
as you're
also,
closing the door,
extremely good point.
as you're closing the door, what languages does Tess know?
No.
Not a lot.
Oh, no.
What does Azra know?
Common and infernal.
Okay.
We were literally just talking about this.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure.
Mm.
'Cause you mentioned
let
the
me
two,
see
but
if-
I wasn't sure if you had more.
Let me
Yeah.
see if criminal gives her a language. Cool, it doesn't. So she knows common.
Okay.
Cool.
Both of you hear on the other side of the door as you close it. Shka.
We should maybe go.
If let's go. We're backing down the stairs.
As the footsteps get closer to the doorway.
Tess is thinking fervently, we might have company, we might have company.
How loud
It's telepathic. She can just think, oh fuck, people heard us.
Okay.
We're gonna abuse the shit out of this thing, Scotty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you should. It's nice. You're welcome. No. Anyway,
When I said bring him down more kibble, that is not what I meant.
I thought you brought one kibble. I thought you were gonna bring like one dog
Pretzels.
kibble.
Bringing down more kibble brings down a container of pretzels.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna cast blink real quick.
It's in
From my
the
stuff.
container of pretzels.
Okay. Tess, the smell is getting stronger where she's at as something gets to the door, but it doesn't seem like it knows this is a secret door. And it eventually just walks away from it.
Okay, we good.
Meanwhile,
But yeah.
Azra's like, "Blip," and she's downstairs with the rest of you.
Yeah.
I don't think Blink teleports you. It just sends you back and forth from the astral
Yeah.
plane.
I mean,
She
I'm
still
gonna
has
do
to
it
walk
as-
that distance.
to everybody
It's
else.
Misty Step instead. It's Misty Step instead.
Oh, okay.
Blink, I think, uses the ethereal plane.
Yeah, you gotta
It does.
roll. You gotta roll every round, I think. But I'm just gonna say,
You do.
to everybody, it just looks like you literally blinked into existence
Yeah.
next to me.
Right. Yeah, Misty Step is just like, yeah, I go there, but it's mist.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks like
It's actually
you're
not
moving.
mist in 5e. That's not the flavor. It's just
Wow.
muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just.
Cat and I were looking at this the other day.
Anyway, so you guys are back downstairs in the small little cramped storage room.
So I guess we're opening the door with the creepy
I guess,
chanting.
yeah, I'm gonna do delayed blast fireball and then just hold it for a hot minute.
I still think it's hilarious. You cast Misty Step. We still don't see you. Because Baron's
Oh,
holding
yeah.
concentration.
I just say something and everyone loses their
So,
shit.
like, you just say something and I'm like, cool, all right, where's Tess? And then like 30 seconds later, Tess is like, where the fuck did she go? I was talking and she wasn't responding.
Hi.
Visibility pops off. Here I am.
You're both just like into the room.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it ends until Baron says it does, or until she attacks something.
It's got
Actually, no,
Yeah.
it
minute
might
or
go
an hour.
off when you cast a spell.
If you use an action, it goes off.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it turns off.
Okay, because delayed blast fireball is like not really an attack yet, kind of. I don't know.
It might be
whatever.
a spell.
I'm holding
I'm
a
looking
giant bead of fireball. We might
And-
want to go fast now.
Technically speaking, blinking or Misty stepping downstairs would have triggered the invisibility to go off.
Oh yeah, extremely good point.
Yeah.
And
Ends if you attack or cast a spell.
It's not supposed to care if your spell is hostile or not, in case you use the fact that you're using something
Well,
later.
In 5e, they removed that thing, so it's just if you attack or cast a spell, it ends. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what kind of spell.
Right.
Cool.
let's see here.
I put my finger on
Also,
Azra and make
I
him
would like
go
to
back.
know how wide the gap is under the 2 double doors. Just
It's
reasons.
less than an inch.
how wide is that? Oh god.
For the sake of mechanics, it's less than an inch.
About a
Mm.
thumb.
Wait, let me
Like
Yeah,
a
it's-
centimeter. We'll say
Okay.
centimeter.
No, it's about your thumb. But
Yeah.
yeah, cast invisibility on Azra again.
Oh, no, you keep concentration up to
Yay!
an hour. I'll say it.
Oh
he's
yeah,
fine.
it's when I cast, not when she does.
Oh,
Oh wait, yeah, it's
No.
when she. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when
She
she
casts a
casts
spell.
it.
Yeah.
Maddie,
I
for-
booked it.
Technically, yeah, she already cast the spell, so it goes off when it goes off. Yeah.
Maddie, for future references, 1 centimeter or 1 inch is 2.5 centimeters.
I know that in theory, but like when I'm trying to guesstimate stuff, it gets annoying.
I mean,
2.5 centimeters.
it's a theory.
I mean-
But I'm gonna ball the bead underneath the door is what's happening. I'm gonna try and like just
Delayed blast fireball into the room before we even go in.
We don't know
Yeah.
what's in there. Just nope. This
Give
is
me-
fine.
Give me a
We don't
slight.
even know what you're doing because you're invisible now.
Yeah.
There's just suddenly an explosion behind the doors.
Because Varth is still in the hallway with those doors. He never went into the storage room. All of a sudden,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
fire shooting out one of the doors, and he's like, "Whoa, what just happened?"
Just so you know, these doors are wooden, and when you roll this bead, are you trying to like as far into the room as possible, or is it just like right on the other side?
Probably as close to the chanting as possible. So, however far
No,
she
as
estimates.
far into the room as possible so that we don't get hit. Yeah. I mean, I don't trust my dexterity that much, but like just in there.
Okay, give me a dexterity or a sleight of hand as you.
Okay. Do I have advantage because of advanced ability?
Yes.
Hell
I
yeah.
still haven't ended it, and it lasts an hour.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you could give her
Uh,
disadvantage, in which case it would just be a straight roll, but
It's whatever.
That's a 16.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you flick it. Go straight in there.
Cool.
marble,
Go bowling.
fucking marble of death.
Meanwhile, just some friendly guys walking
Yeah.
by.
How
Oh, that's
long
good, Bob. Ah!
how long do you hold it?
I'm gonna hold it for like, I don't know, 5 turns or something like that.
Like the
Not
max?
like a hugely long time.
I was thinking
Well,
I would think you would hold it as long as you could for maximum.
yeah, but maximum is something like 40d6 or something because it increases by 1d6 per turn, and I don't want to roll that many dice.
Actually, that might not be a bad idea because Varth could open the doors, initiate dialogue in Druidic, and then if they're all evil, you could detonate it.
That's
Varth-
true.
Varth is standing behind you. He's still in the hallway where you're standing.
This is true. I did already roll the dice.
Okay. So on that note, everything will start when it detonates. But everybody needs to roll me initiative.
I figured as much.
Cool.
Everyone has advantage.
Yay.
Oh.
17 initiative for Azra. I don't even
Varth
have enough d6 to go to roll this. Hang on.
got one less than that. 16.
Nice.
Nice.
21.
Okay.
Had to get the big boy dice out.
Big boy.
Oh, I should probably roll for everybody else.
22 for Dag.
22. Holy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gave advantage to everybody. So Mary Sue also got advantage. Which
Isn't
doesn't
that
matter.
Diet Coke
Yay.
only?
No, it's in
No,
regular
it's
Coke.
the-
Coke Zero?
No.
Orange vanilla Coke?
They
0.
have the they do have.
I thought all those weird flavors were only Coke Zero.
No, this is regular Coke. It tastes like just orange soda with carbonation. Really, like heaven.
I get a little
Oh,
bit of the
weird.
syrupy flavor of Coke, which actually makes me like it a little bit more than orange soda.
It's like root beer and Barks. You know how Barks is like root beer with that extra? It's orange soda with that extra.
It's just
I'm
so.
glad you accented the K because of the distortion and how you said that. When you said Barks, it easily could have sounded like Barfs. It tastes like
Just with that something extra, you know?
it kind of tastes like Barfs. Just saying. It's not that. It kind of tastes like orange Barfs. I don't really want to know why you know what that tastes like.
So
It's a hell
question.
of a tongue.
So question for the DM. I know that we usually have the
Not sponsored.
NPCs go on like the average of their what is it, passive initiative. Technically an advantage is sort of equivalent to a +5. So would you
Yeah,
say that
sure.
instead of a 13, their passive would be a 18?
Yeah, and I'll give them 18 the lesser. I know
Okay.
somebody else got 18.
Okay.
Where they are.
That is the smartest. That is the most useful 6th level spell I've cast in a long time. I say that, and I literally yesterday cast a 6th level heal to take myself from 16 hit points to full. But you know,
The full butt.
this is still pretty baller.
Hey, a full butt.
Yeah, I'll have Mary Sue. Sorry. Misika.
Mezzy.
Yeah, Mezzy go when you guys the NPC.
Okay.
Let's see.
Seriously, that spell is baller. The slowest one of us is going at 16.
Nice.
All right, so
Holy shit!
your fireball goes off, Azra. How much damage did it do again?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna use overchannel, which means I can do max damage. So 108 fire points of damage.
Okay, so who's all next to the door? I know Azra is.
I think it was just Varth, because I don't know how big this hallway is.
Okay, everybody needs to give
and
me a
honestly,
dexterity
like-
saving throw.
Fair enough.
Azra, what's your DC?
My spell save DC? Good question. It is 18.
Okay,
But I can volunteer. I can just be like, no, it's fine. I have the thing,
this isn't.
Oh,
so they
This
get
isn't-
half damage automatically.
This isn't for the
I think this is for the
players, it's
doors
for-
exploding into the hallway.
I mean, I figured, but I was just making sure everybody knew that.
the dex save is for the enemies on the other side. That's why I asked.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. One more. Oh, and one more. Sorry. This one. Okay. All right. So
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. So,
where did Blake go?
Mm.
who knows? He died from the doors. So Dad got a 22. Tess got a 16. And because Chung technically can't see it coming because the person who casts the spell is invisible, she got a 7.
If it helps, I'm not invisible. I'm gonna cast the spell.
No, he booped you.
Mhm.
So like you cast the spell
Yeah.
and it happened and he cast it on you after. It was just you like triggering it. So
Okay, I have
Yeah,
to.
I know. No,
it's
Oh.
fine. She's badass. She can take it. I'm sorry. Your camera just went off and you just hear this uncomfortable, this like nervous from the black screen.
like it came unplugged. That was weird.
Okay, so how much damage was that again?
108, I believe. Let me double check that.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. So
Yeah, it is 108.
okay. Okay, so everybody who got 15 or only takes 10 slashing damage as the doors blow up into shrapnel and go flying at everybody. As it was well within the range of the fire.
Oh, shit nuggets.
And that damage definitely completely destroyed them.
Vorm takes all of it to the face because he is literally a walking tank.
Should have stored Fireball on him, he would have been immune.
Can Tess use her evasion on this?
She got over 15, didn't she?
She did, yes.
Yeah, so she takes
Okay,
nothing.
so she takes none, and Chung takes all of it because she rolled terribly.
Okay,
But she's also fine. She's not even under 100 hit points yet.
those that failed take 20 slashing damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ow.
Oh, Varth.
Did I have to make a saving throw for that, by the way, for the doors?
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah,
forgot.
you do. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
That's the doors, not the Fireball.
What's
Oh,
going
yeah, I
on?
rolled a 19. I'm fine.
Varth, give me a dexterity saving throw.
You
I'm
blew
not,
it
stand-
up.
I'm not
and-
standing right next to the doors.
I know you're
It
not.
doesn't matter.
Oh.
She did 100 damage
Oh.
inside the room.
Oh.
Yeah. The
I
doors
used
are now
I did
shrapnel.
max damage, bro.
10.
Okay, you take 20 slashing damage as she blew up the door from the opposite side, so the debris of the door blew towards all of you.
Oh, right, okay. That's fine.
Luckily, you guys didn't take the Fireball. The doors covered the Fireball for you, essentially.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
This is fine.
All right, so let's see. I love how you guys are breaking this Adventure League
This
adventure
module.
so
Mhm.
hard.
It's what we do in this channel.
I mean, it
I'm sorry,
proves.
I ruined all the suspense.
No, it's fine. I love it. It proves just even more so how structured it is as an adventure league, because you guys got a lot of stuff that isn't legal, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
all of the stuff that we've used, though, are fully legal.
Yeah.
Like-
Not per our level and stuff. It's
Yeah,
very strict on.
you guys
how
got
much-
way more magic items than you
Most of our
should.
stuff, though, that we've used have been spells.
You guys
like
should.
we used high level spells to heal to get rid of Mezzy's
Either way,
stuff.
The
Yeah.
golem is
You should
Right.
each have one magic item each, maybe.
That's fair.
eventually.
Yeah.
And they would have totally been like, yeah, you don't get the Shield Guardian because, duh.
You get treasure points instead.
Yeah.
Be happy now.
Sorry, Adventure League. I understand you got to do that to balance it out and make it fair.
Mm-hmm.
Public
Yeah.
events, but
But also it's shitty.
it really brings me down. That's why I haven't done Adventure League.
No, yeah.
it's
Anyway,
making converting a few things hard with the treasure points.
So-
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
all of you
Right,
have ringing
exactly.
in your ears, and also you're deafened for a round.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
You do not need
That's
to worry
fair.
about initiative anymore, as you just see a singed room. Near the
What's left of what's in this
You
room
see,
after I pick bits of exploded door out of my
Um,
chest?
here, this is a grand chamber. At the rear of this room, this is the only thing that didn't get hit by the blast radius. Didn't matter. All the things that were in here were in blast radius. There's a huge iron carving of a sun on top of the symbol of Oobtao that hangs over a large platform on the opposite side of this grand hall.
Well, at least the symbol of Oomtao wasn't affected.
A humanoid figure bearing lizard-like features is bound. Or no, they're not. You see a charred husk bound against one of the carvings. Looks like they were melted into it from the sheer heat of the fire.
Well,
There is a spiral of crackling energy pouring out of a stone cylinder on top of the platform.
Any chance we could dispel that?
Another dead singed body is up near that. You see a bunch of burning vines, and next to one of the walls, as you guys step in to look around, there are columns on the sides of this room, and there was enough damage that melted through them, and it appeared like there might have been another one of those assassins, but they got melted. They are dead.
Get fucked.
So, just so you know,
everything in the room, Maddie.
Just so you know,
it's all dead.
you killed an Unukai assassin, which is those guys you ran into. 3
Damn.
Blight Walkers, which are kind of like Blights, but their own variants. The leader of the bad guys, which is singed up at the podium. Oh, and there's a giant dead body of a beast-like creature, but it is hard to tell just by looking at what it actually was.
Knowledge
Probably
nature
made
10.
tippy tappies.
Let me double check its health to see if it's alive. Okay.
Does it look like it might have made tippy tappies when it was alive?
What was your knowledge nature?
10.
It appears to be some kind of lion. But it has 3 heads. One is a goat, one is a dragon,
Oh shit!
and it gets up, and the dragon head breathes fire at you. But
Okay.
Like,
Not
this
out of
thing-
initiative.
this thing looked dead, but is somehow still alive, and it breathes fire at you, Varth. And you need to give me a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw.
All right. Well, that's better than all the dexterity saves in this entire campaign added together. 16.
Yeah, this did
Whoa!
this did
That's all of them added together. This one roll. Apparently, all that matters.
this did like the video game thing where like the protagonist always is like, oh, is that a dead body?
Is it
And they
dead?
go to poke it and it jumps,
Yeah.
But
This isn't even my final.
like the lion face is just like the fur is burned off. Like this thing is really close to dead.
Sorry,
But
kitty.
you take
Kitty. Chimera fucking eats more.
Partially kitty.
you take 15 fire damage. Since you
Okay.
made your
I
check.
choose to take it later.
And since I'll say that was its turn, and it had the lowest initiative, we'll be back around, and it is Dagger's turn.
Your dog is not liking this chimera.
He's really not. He was like, this is fine. I'm just going to sniff these dead corpses now. And one of them jumped up and tried to burn Varth's face off.
This chimera is... Oh, wow. It's pretty far away. I'd say like 30 feet away from the door.
Well, it's right next to me, so that's all I care about. Who goes next?
Dagger. Don't worry, Varth. You'll definitely be able to go before this thing.
Oh, it's got shit initiative. Nice.
If it's somehow alive by the time you go around.
I go right after Maddie, so I doubt it's gonna be alive. As Maddie was just like, at you, nuclear bomb the entire room.
How many feet away is it from me?
30.
Oh, cool. I'm going to point at it and I'm like, oh God, no, stop it. And I'm casting blindness on it.
It
It
looks
needs to make
barely
a
alive.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I don't have anything that can fucking attack. I'm not a blasty.
Okay, I'm gonna say it has
I
advantage.
can mock it maybe.
I'm gonna say it has advantage because you're trying to blind 3 heads at once.
That's fair.
And it didn't even matter because the first roll was a nat 20.
Fine.
Doesn't even matter.
And it looks like it's half blinded anyway, as like the eyelid on the lion head seems to have been the flesh is melted into its face.
Yep.
It took over 100 fire damage. This thing almost looks like it's undead.
Because Azra casted an experimental spell, Nuclear Blast.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon head, of course, looks fine.
And then the other stuff in this room, wasn't there like a an altar?
Yes, that is way on the
That's
opposite
untouched
end.
because it's in the corner.
And
No, I thought that whatever was on that was also torch.
Part of something next to it that was tied to it was melted, but the altar itself was undead.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
the stone and metal stuff on the wall, Scott said, was untouched.
now I'm looking at this room. There is a mage over next to that cylinder with the twisted warp magic stuff that was out of range of this blast.
God damn it.
Oh, boy. Cool.
That is 1, 2,
Not
3,
for long.
4, 5, 6, 7, 55 feet away.
How far is he
That's
from
not far
me?
enough.
I'm right next to the Chimera.
20.
Okay.
Is
I know what I'm doing if he
How
just-
close is he to like that altar?
I'll say
My idea is
he's currently prone because that explosion just knocked him on his back.
but how close
He's
to the
not
altar
really
is
deaf.
my idea was I want to get close to the altar to see who was tied to it and also duck behind it for cover. But I'm not going to do that if it's like 5 feet away from him.
He's on the right side of the altar, and the person
Okay,
that
then
was
I'll just
tied
hide
up,
behind some column.
and the person that was tied up was on one of the columns, and they are super gone. They're just charred. They're like a
Okay.
Pompeii. No, they're just gone.
It's just a burnt husk.
I'm going
Oh.
to hide behind one of the columns. And I'm hiding from the wizard because I fear mages much more than I do chimeras, considering I just saw one fucking nuke an entire room of people.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I
Did you miss me?
do. Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's what I do. I cast blindness and I hide. I duck behind a column.
Okay. Let's see. Baron.
Well,
Well.
I guess
So
you guys
the-
didn't. I guess you guys didn't fully shut down the room. It was a big enough room. Not everything got hit.
so there's a wizard on
Fair
the other
enough.
side and a chimera not too far away, correct?
Wizard and a chimera right in front of me that's almost dead.
A chimera that's within 30 feet of the door, and the evil wizard cult leader is 55 feet away.
I move to the chimera and attack that since it's closer.
Okay.
Should I
Chirpy
bother
boy.
rolling fire? Is he immune, resistant?
He does not look like he's immune to fire. In fact, he looks like you could kill him right now.
I
without
mean,
really
yeah,
doing
he
anything.
just took like he
If
got
you
half his
sneeze at him, he'll
face
probably die.
off.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Does a 16?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It doesn't have armor.
I'm not sure what chimera have.
I think
haven't fought
chimeras
one
are
forever.
usually a bag of hit points.
Also-
Not so
Also,
much
I guess
dexterous.
technically it still has natural armor, but I'd like to say the natural armor's been burned off.
Oh Jesus, you smited him too.
No, that's 2 hits.
Oh shit.
Smoted.
18 fire,
Okay, it's dead.
and then.
It had single digits left.
Okay, so yeah, it definitely killed because I did like almost as much regular damage too. I'm just like,
You mercy kill it essentially.
No.
It's
Oh, I
a,
should've
Somehow
fixed
lop all 3 heads
wait,
off in one.
being, you're using a piercing, right?
slashing.
Slashing.
It's a long
But
sword.
it's enough damage and you move quick enough, I like to think. It's essentially like a mercy kill. Like it's in severe pain and you just killed it so quick. It just,
Yeah.
that's,
You have a bonus action or anything?
How close is the wizard from
you're now
where
25
I'm?
feet away and he is prone as he got knocked on his ass.
I guess I'll use Hexblade's Curse on him.
Okay.
And I'm good.
Imagine if Azra did this on your guys' initial ambush. Oh no, it's
Right.
plants. Boom! They're
That's
vulnerable.
probably why she did it, because in the last time she saw that she didn't actually act, Dagger got fucking like shanked a million times.
Got riggedy wrecked by plants. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the plants that did shit to me. It was the assassins that came to me while I was
Oh,
restrained.
right. Yeah.
Azra's been stabbed by assassins before.
Oh,
She knows that.
She knows
Fuck
what
you.
that's like.
Oh shit, NPCs are next.
This wizard is a tall, gaunt man wearing tribal marked red and black robes. And it is the NPC's turn. So I'll let Tess go first and then Mary Sue because they have the same dex.
Tess looks to Varth. Are we taking down the robed guy?
Varth nods.
He has like face
Cool.
tattoos just to even emphasize even more he's the evil guy.
Varth nods. It's a wizard that's not Madi. Kill it.
Zeb cries.
Can.
Sad. We haven't seen him in so long. It escaped my mind
He's
temporarily.
not in here, don't worry.
Yeah,
Thank
We
God.
don't know that. There is a person
Yeah.
tied to the altar.
yeah. They were charred dead. We as far as we know, it could be said.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. All right, that's a
Well,
thing.
He loves reincarnation.
No,
so.
I have Revivify. I have a
The
plan.
Baron's like, I feel like I should take this corpse and put it in this pool of black liquid for some reason. I don't know why.
She is going to use her bonus action to hide behind one of these columns and then take a pot shot at this at the wizard with her crossbow.
Okay, it's at disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh, then she's going to use her bonus action to hide and then wait until he stands up and then she'll shoot him.
Okay, so she readies an attack.
Yeah. So to hide, and she has advantage because because enhanceability hasn't worn off and she has her hood up anyway. That is a 22 stealth.
Okay.
And that's what she does. And then does Maisie want to go next? Because I can guarantee she's got a higher dex than Sean.
Wait, no, it's Mary Sue's turn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Let's see, what's her movement? Movement speed is 50.
Holy
So,
shit, she's fast.
You just feel a gust of wind go past all of you, and she's just, and she's up against this mage, and he's prone, and she's in melee range, so she gets advantage, and she gets 3 attacks. So
Damn, fuck it up.
her one Kopesh blade she had 2, if you remember.
Yep.
The other one's down in the jungle somewhere. She tossed it.
Chucked it off
That's
a
right.
cliff. She nat one and chucked it off a cliff.
Advantage away. She's not a rogue, or this would be like super game. Okay, no crits, but they all hit. So he's just laying on the ground. Swat, swat, swat. 3 slashes. At this guy's face. And then it's Chung's turn.
Chung is like, do we need him alive to answer questions?
I look at the Baron and then I look back at them and I go, no, kill him.
Cool. How far away is he?
55 feet.
Oh, fuck nuts.
I mean, not here.
Oh,
That wouldn't be very
what's
appropriate.
What's the speed on the boots of flying?
The same as your speed.
Ow. Damn it. Yeah, she, Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, it's equal to, your walking speed. She cannot get there, using that, so she's going to use her movement to get there, her action to dash, and then, rage. So she's right next to him.
Okay.
Because that's all she can do. I was gonna say she can use her shield to shove him prone, but he's not up yet, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Azra.
Yeah, but she's raging.
Kill
He's
it
not
with
standing
fire.
up yet, is he? Yeah,
not
I was thinking
standing
I'm
now.
gonna do that in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna hold Scorching Ray for when he stands up.
Okay. I think Varth's turn. Yeah. Do you ready a spell?
Is the Chimera dead?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Chimera is dead, yes.
Okay.
We'll say let's
That was
have like all 3 heads are like "Rrrr," in pain and just
That was my primary concern, just my half-melted face doesn't feel too terribly great. As I have 57 of 120 hit points.
Ow.
The most damage I've taken
that's
all
right.
campaign so far added together.
You just took those doors to the face and then the Chimera's breath
Yeah,
weapon.
I'm
right
still
up here to the
picking chunks of rock out of my chest, and I got hit with a fire blast from the Chimera in the
the
face.
splinters of the door shards that are in his face are still on fire a little.
So instead of moving, I'm going to use my move action to pull door shards out of my face. Then I'm going to use my actual action to, let's see, do any of my spells work indoors? I don't think so. I think healing works, and that's about
I
it.
don't think there's any real.
No, all
I
your
could
stuff works. The only thing that doesn't work
something.
indoors is like chain lightning and
Call lightning. Yeah, call lightning. Druid doesn't get chain lightning. I wish they did. That would be cooler.
Oh no, not the mask.
For those wondering, I put into chat that Varth's mask is probably on fire right now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and channel probably Azra's favorite spirit of mine, the little fire looking jellyfish looking monster suddenly appears instead of the glowy one that was there before, and Varth goes Sacred Flame.
Nice.
Okay. He has disadvantage because he's that one, so it can't get worse than that.
Okay, Sacred Flame's D8s or D6s?
I believe it's D8s.
Sixes, I think. Oh.
D7s.
Oh, D7s. That's right. D7s.
It's
It's
D8. And we're 11th level, so it does 3d8.
That's great.
3D8.
We are above 11th level, I mean.
7.
Would it be the last tier in cantrips? Yet? Or
That's 17, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am amazing and a spirit lord, he takes 21 fire damage.
Damn. Fuck him up.
I believe Sacred Flame is radiant, but
Radiant. Sorry.
Yeah.
he looks really hurt.
This Varth goes
3 Kopesh slashes and Sacred Flame to the face. So his face looks like yours.
and I like to think that Varth goes like this, and then the little jellyfish goes and just spits a little sacred flame at him. And Varth's not actually the one that casts it, it's the jellyfish.
Yeah. Cool.
Because I can't do it if the jellyfish isn't there.
That's actually really cool. I like that you get those different.
Mhm.
I can have 3 of them manifested at the exact same time, but I'm only choosing to have one of them visible.
Oh, really nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Because I'm the master of the Spirit Lord Mastery at this point.
Master.
Honored host.
Okay, well,
That's what my spirit thing is.
he's somehow still alive by his turn.
Despite all odds, he still lives.
He's like, fools, I shall destroy you as he gets up, and you guys can do your ready to stuff.
Yay!
He hasn't been able to cast Mage Armor yet. It doesn't say he prepares it ahead of time, so lol.
Why would you not? It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah.
'Cause he's an idiot.
You never know when the adventurers are going to come through the door. It's best not to waste it.
They
No, it's
didn't,
best to cast it every 8 hours.
they didn't state on his stat
But
block.
then he would waste another first level spell.
And on, like, our...
This is 17. Hit? Sorry.
Yes. But,
Okay, I hit with all 3 of them.
with the normal Mage and the PH and the Archmage,
Bye-bye.
it has, like, a little asterisk next to spells that they cast ahead of time.
That's fair.
This guy has none of that. So he didn't cast Mage Armor ahead of time.
Yeah, that sounds like
You
a...
fools! I can. Oh shit.
20. 29 points of fire damage.
Okay, he's
Oh,
dead.
actually, no, 33, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, he's dead.
He stands up and he's
Rip.
like, "You fools, back!"
You
Yeah, so like at the exact same time her searing ray goes off, there's an arrow through his eye. Because Tess hit it with a 17,
Nice.
and she would have been dealing her 66 damage because she was hidden.
We both did 66.
Everyone's
Amazing.
just like, kill the wizard!
Alright, so he is dead before he even hits the ground.
I love this game.
We should heal him slightly so I can kill him and bring him back as undead specter.
No.
No.
How much, are we gonna have retroverse now? How much do you heal him? Okay, he's at negative. Okay, so for last night, the big bad got killed so hard he had like negative 100-something HP.
God, okay.
So somebody was like, "I'm gonna heal him so I can smack him again." I'm like, "Okay, he's now at negative 108 or something."
He still looks very dead.
He was dust. I went like
Chunks of him are still looking very dead.
it was shown. It was just shown in anime. It was like just gone.
It
Yeah.
just poofs.
Anyway, so definitely end of initiative now.
Cool.
Yay!
As-
It's
And
never
so
not
hard it's
funny.
delayed.
As
It's even
everything,
funnier now that
We
we've
hear his
slaughtered the
scream from
silverfish.
the ethereal plane.
everything in here is dead.
Dag is scampering over to that altar to check. She's now scared that it's Zeb on that altar because we don't know where he
dead
is.
upon him. Is your
On the
name
guy on
Zeb?
the altar.
Yeah, the guy
You
you
should
think
just
Zeb.
ask him what his name is.
What is your name?
There you go.
See, he still has to reply cryptically, so he's not going to give you the answer.
No, he can answer just himself.
He can choose.
He
Speak
can
with
choose
dead.
to be. He can choose to be cryptic, but
I think Speak with Dead specifically says, DM note, please be a douche. Right, right in the bracket.
While
He's
this is
on the
happening,
skull
I'm going to
before.
be inspecting the magical.
Everything you say must be a riddle.
no, that's legend lore, man.
All right.
My name is
Yeah, answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, so it can be.
Yeah.
my name is Zhao Sala.
It is not Zeb, but we are fine.
As the head creaks over, and like flakes of blackened
Cool.
ash of its skin falls
That's what I
off.
was gonna say. I'm like, how do we ask? Were you one of the evil cults? I mean, just ask.
That was-
Were you one of the evil cults?
yeah. Was
I
he
only have so many questions.
I was.
so-
Oh, no good. Okay.
Well, yeah, but you have to say it, so we're
Yes,
all. Sorry,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, I have only so many
yeah.
questions. Make sure you ask the ones you want to know. Were you a member of this cult?
No.
No.
Sorry, man.
No,
Were you
she-
an innocent?
no,
was he
she
an
says.
innocent bystander?
I mean, that's a really weird question. Who
Yeah,
is
that's
truly
a-
innocent in this world?
That's kind of subjective.
Were they
Like,
using
what if
him
he
as a
died feeling guilty
sacrifice
about
because-
something?
Were they using him as a sacrifice because
um,
he was one of the good guys?
Varth, before you ask your question, the voice coming out is the exact same voice as the one doing the prayer, chanting.
Oh, that voice
Oh,
that was
shit,
doing
he
the
can
druidic
lie.
chanting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that.
Bart just goes, we're not bringing him back no matter who he is. He was the one chanting.
It
You
just,
might not have had a. Did you have a choice about your chanting?
I did not, she says.
She did not. Apparently,
Insight
it
check
is.
on the corpse.
Varth is very, very, very not sure that corpse is telling the truth.
Yeah, do it.
Yep, I rolled a 1, so I'm sure that they are.
A 13.
It could
I
be, you
mean-
just don't know. Now I'm wondering if you can you stack Zone of Truth and Speak with Dead?
Oh,
If
God.
you consider an object, then it does not work upon that.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
As you finish that question, a shadowy mist floods out of the dead body of the wizard you just killed,
I don't
bathing the
like
chamber
that.
in hues of gray. An
What
angry
was that just
voice
came out of you?
echoes. No, this is the other dead body. The one, the guy that has the arrow in his eye. Bathing the chamber in hues of gray. An angry voice echoes through the area, growling in unintelligible streams of blood seep from the great stone carving bearing the symbol of Ubna.
Druidcraft, I clean up the blood.
Do you know what that was? A shadowy creature coming out of a wizard causing things to bleed.
The blood is still seeping out as she says in a voice of fear, Shavolak.
Have I ever heard of that?
And the Shavolak's that evil part of Ubtao or whatever that one crazy cult was working.
Cool.
You shadow?
I don't know if it would do anything. So
and as you cast Druidcraft and you're trying to clean the blood just pours over top of your Druidcraft and keeps going. It overpowers
Any other
it.
questions? I think I got
essentially.
one more. One more question.
how do we
I keep
stop it?
trying.
Do you know how to destroy this thing? That is known as shovel clap. Right? The evil, one of the evil parts of Ubitao.
The mist that's coming out, is it like all of the blood pooling to a specific spot?
No, it's like the maze symbol of Ubtao that's like on the wall. The crevice is part of it. All of it's oozing blood and just spilling.
Varth's just trying to clean it up. Like,
I looked at
After
Azra,
10
like, should I
seconds-
dispel magic on it?
After 10 seconds, it stops, and so
mean-
does the
Eh,
hues of gray and all that. The corpse you're talking to says, "I don't know. I'm sorry."
It's okay. Just pat on the head. Okay, I think that was my last question.
Was that 5?
I don't remember. It's either 4 or
I
5.
think it was 4.
Somebody play
That
back.
was 5.
Okay.
Somebody hit the playback.
The breathing shadows.
I wasn't doing it intentionally. I can bring her back.
We need a copy of Trackless C, The Adventure.
The breathing shadows
on
Oh
DHS.
shit, those are still there.
dissipate as
Oh.
light appears near the altar. Suddenly appearing there, dispelling this evil, dark, shadowy stuff, is a snake-like creature. It seems to have a very humanoid face on the end.
Varth stands there and crosses his arms.
Hold on. It's either a Naga or a 1T.
Yeah, one of those are maybe cool.
Speaking of which, I could go for a nice jasmine tea. Anybody got some?
Here it is.
No? We'll have to visit the tea shop next time.
It
we
has
do.
green scales and the cobra-like fan on it with a humanoid face. And it looks fairly. It looks not. Doesn't seem to have malicious intent.
Oh, okay, because like
Invisible.
Dag's pointing her hand at it with like spells like ready. Like,
Varth is standing there with his arms crossed, staring at it.
Are you a Naga? Are you 1T? What's another snake
I don't
thing?
fucking know.
Quaddle?
Are you a friend or foe?
Are you a Quaddle? Quaddle?
friend or foe?
She is glowing with radiant light, and she says, "I am friend."
Inside check.
Kill it! Kill it with fire! Or Simpsons, the one episode. I bring you peace. Kill it!
Kill it with fire!
She says, "Yes, I am a Naga. I am the guardian of these jungles." Wink,
I
wink.
turn around and speak in Infernal, which basically everyone in a group speaks. Not doing a good job. Seriously.
Do I speak that? I
Guardian
don't
of the
fucking
jungle.
know.
How many evil things have you
I
guys
don't
fought?
speak infernal.
I say
What about
shush in Infernal.
Oh, hi.
I
Yeah,
got
me
it
and the other
24.
NPCs are like, what?
Varth also shushes you in Infernal.
Yeah.
So do I know anything
I
about
learned that
anything
from
called
Matt.
a...
Shush.
Have I ever heard of anything like a Guardian Naga? Would that be like a nature or arcana check?
That'd be Arcana. History.
They're the same. So that's a 27.
Okay. Yeah, you've definitely heard of Nagas, and there are evil ones. There are not evil ones. You've encountered a bone one in the Yanti temple that was guarding a bunch of stuff that I had you guys just skip through. You guys wanted to
Yeah.
ransack the entire place.
Yeah.
But a guardian Naga is always wise and good. It protects sacred places and items of magical power from falling into evil hands. They're usually hidden, and they research spells and hatch convoluted plots to thwart the designs of their enemies. They don't seek out violence and warn off intruders rather than attacking. They only attack if foes persist on aggression. And they have innate magical spellcaster.
Can I do a investigation check to see if it's an illusion?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm scared and I'm worried because a lot of times we've seen stuff that's from Ubtao that's actually like corrupted and not friendly.
Religion check, and I rolled a
No.
23 again. Is this some sort of fragmented avatar of Ubtao?
No. Nagas are their own separate creature.
Dag's like, I don't know. There's so much glowing light. I can't tell if it's an illusion or if it's just that she's a celestial.
It's
Or a
not a
good creature.
fragment
Try to
of
spell
Ubtao.
magic.
Are you indeed some sort of unique guardian?
Well,
to
that
this?
that radiant glow was like when they appeared and
Yeah.
they faded off by now.
I also got a really high insight roll earlier. So
You sense no evil intent from this creature at all.
It's probably fine. Hey, what's up?
I'm like, so what was that ritual?
The Druidic was meant to draw spirits here so they could trap them. They were intent on using them for their foul intent. No doubt for some sort of ritual that this one was participating in. I say pointed to the one that was tied to the altar.
I've been to one of those before.
But she said she wasn't doing it of her own accord.
Then she had to have been dominated of her own will, to which case she was doing it of her own accord, just against her will.
Yeah, that's
not.
that's literally the opposite of what you just said. She's doing it against her of her own accord, but against her own will. That's the same thing.
But does anyone do anything of our own accord?
Anyway, hi, Naga lady. Do you want to info?
Please ignore our vampire friend. What is it you wish to say to us?
I wanted to thank you for cleansing this temple of the foul corruption that's coming from Shavolok.
I finished using Druid craft to clean the blood off the symbol of Uktau. Sorry about that.
You usually hide in places like this. Have you seen a wizard with blue robes and long white hair? He still looks like a bugbear, right?
Zebediah.
Yeah.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin now. That's right.
Yeah, not a bugbear. It's not a bugaboo. Yeah, hobgoblin.
Last I had foretold that he was one of the 4 heroes that stopped the Astropole and the Death Curse.
Damn you! We should have got the cleric!
Yes, he was one of them.
Apparently he's also something very weird. I was not sure what a bure was, but now that I know.
It's a fucking, it's not, yeah.
You what?
Oh, no.
He's a fucking dick's butt. I wrote this down, but I can't find it now.
I think it was associated with dick's butts.
Shut up,
yeah.
Baron.
Yeah.
A Barra.
There it is.
Yeah.
By the way, it's spelled with an E. It's spelled with the E at the end, so it's Barae.
Oh, okay.
It's probably more like Barre or Barre.
Apparently he's a bear.
Mm-hmm.
He is not yet.
That's all we need to know about his practices.
He is currently undergoing the trials.
Wait, did we just come to look for him for no reason? Dang it.
We might be here to help him through his trials.
Either way, we're destroying things that's trying to entrap spirits.
No, I don't think he's convicted of anything. I think it's his trials to prove himself to Uktau.
I have not come here just to congratulate you on this, but also tell you that there is much greater darkness that threatens not only Chult, but the lands beyond its borders.
I'm sorry. I tell people that was in the past that I am not the same man.
Baron, they're not talking about
Baron.
you.
Shut up, egotistical dick.
Yes, my hair does look nice today.
Fucking celestial creature telling us shit's going down, and you're like, I'm amazing though.
Do you need to be banished? And we'll just catch you up later, because I'll do it.
I shall keep the heart of the wild in my sanctum. Only those that are worthy and of my choosing are able to go there. It'll be safer there.
That's probably a good idea.
Then how did these people acquire it?
The Druids of the Rising Sun were trusted with it, but unfortunately, this rival clan of Omuans seems to have been corrupted by Shavolok's dark magic and overpowered.
Is there a way we could destroy this Shavolok so they may never return?
Yes.
Cool, let's do it.
Can we send his power to hell or something so it's their problem?
I'll take it. I know what to do with the power of godlike beings.
Come with me.
No, we're not giving it to you.
Come with me to my lair. I have much to explain as a portal of light opens up on the wall.
Before you go, were any of these people innocent? Because I can bring back some of these people. I can save them. the one on the altar said she wasn't doing the ritual by choice. I just smacked the fuck out of my knee.
Ah.
I point towards the one at the altar, and in Celestial, I say to the being, "Was this one truly innocent, or was she guilty?"
I admire that you think I know Celestial.
Sorry.
Oh, never mind. I actually do know
Innocent or
Celestial.
guilty?
I actually do know Celestial. My bad. It's the universe not knowing that. She replies back in Celestial that this lady was,
Celestial.
it was definitely not something she did voluntarily. It seems like this evil mage, as her head looks over at the dead body with the arrow ahead, had her forcing this spell against her will.
Was her will dominated?
Yes.
I'm gonna.
I pick up her body and cut it free from the altar.
Varth and the Naga are just like, oh.
Yeah, Baron
Back and
and
forth.
Dagger though can understand what they're saying, and I'm like, I can bring
There's some, like-
I can bring her back in just a second.
The Baron starts translating for the other people in the room. So he's starting to say this, and now she's saying she can bring.
I look over at Dagger and I go, "Bring her back," and I cut her loose.
There's like drums like.
Has it been a minute since Azra's fireball went off?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna use
I can reincarnate her.
Go for that. She was
hang on.
ugly.
I thought I had Raise Dead.
I don't know you're a bard.
I have Revivify, but I can
Just let him
I have
reincarnate.
a scroll.
It's what you would do.
Do you need to reincarnate, Varth, or do you want me to use a scroll?
I keep a spare reincarnate around just in case.
Hobgoblin!
Actually, I've kept 2 around just in case, so now I only have 1. I'll have to buy an extra one when we get to town. On my character sheet, it says components for reincarnate 2, and components for awaken times 3. Even though now that I've unleashed the 14th level ability of my class, I can awaken at will. So I'm gonna go ahead and reincarnate. Where's that table at?
I got it. You can just roll D100.
Okay, great. Reincarnate 36%.
Baron pulls out his sword slightly just in case it's Eldrin.
Keep in mind this is an hour-long ritual.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna.
While he's casting reincarnate,
Superior healing leaf.
literally the only thing that has loot in here is that dead wizard that has 2 bracelets and a
Put the
mace.
superior healing on Varth. He's the only one who got fucking tagged in that fight.
Well,
He hands you the burning leaf that he just decided to smoke.
how else do you
The
use
healing
it?
potion that goes away after an hour.
She's
Yeah.
not mad. She's just disappointed.
If the Baron's going to go ahead and give me his greater leaf, I'm going to use his greater leaf, and
There's
if it's
only
not
one.
enough, I use another one.
I thought there was only one, yeah.
Yeah, there's
I
only
thought
one.
there was. Okay, I used the greater leaf since it's going to be dead in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
What's it do?
I'm checking right now.
Superior healing. I think it's like 44 plus 4.
Oh, that's lame.
It's
I mean-
4d8 plus 8. It's
I'm
superior.
down like 50 hit points, so
That's not a potion.
We could probably rest
it's
in her
equivalent to
sanctum or
potion.
whatever anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the potions do D4s, not D8s.
you said plus 8, 48 plus 8.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of d4
Oh,
rolls.
I got half of it back.
Okay, and then as you're casting reincarnate, yeah, the bracelets on this guy, bracers, are worth 225 gold, and he has a mace. The mace has skulls on it.
Ew. You can't even use this. You're a wizard.
It
I
is-
say at the dead guy.
It is quite magical.
Takes his corpse. What the
Mace-
hell were you doing with this?
Yeah.
Maces are simple weapons, so.
It is quite
Well, we
magical.
don't even have proficiency in those though.
Perhaps he was a sorcerer instead.
Mm.
It is quite magical, and as the Baron grabs it, he needs to give me a Christmas saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Damn it.
Damn
Damn it.
Damn it!
Oh, it's intelligent. No.
Nat
It's
20,
evil.
which means 30.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
Okay, let me
You're
get this
mine,
straight.
bitch.
The Baron picks it up and goes, "Oh, it's evil. I'm a paladin." Puts it in his backpack.
Ooh, that's gonna be my only nat 20 for the day.
It's over. We're done.
Well spent. Well spent.
Okay.
Vicky.
Yeah.
As you pick up the mace, the room starts to darken a bit, and within the shadows, red glowing eyes appear, and this monkey appears, and he's like, "I am one go. I'm going to control you now." And you're like, "Nope." And he's like, "No, not again."
Or is he just fucking like in his mind's eye slapping some invisible monkey? Which
I beat the monkey.
The monkey goes. The monkey just in the shadows all retreat immediately when you make your save, and he's like,
Oh.
"No, not again. It's like that Party of Adventures."
put that down.
I don't think it's. I think I have power over it at the moment. I don't want to put it down and then pick it up and have to redo it.
You're still holding on to it? Another charisma saving throw.
Oh, perfect.
This one's only 12. But I
Hey.
already dominated him. I never put him back in.
And he comes back and he's like, "You didn't put me down, you fool. Now you're mine."
No, you're mine.
No, you're mine.
You're mine.
Do we just see the Baron arguing with himself?
Yeah, as he gets possessed by a trickster god, yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Dispel magic at fucking
What?
like.
I'm a god.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Shit.
The Baron's like, I eat gods for breakfast.
Okay, Baron. So, this is a passive possession. So, you feel like you're mostly in control, but your new flaw is, I act without concern for the well-being of others.
No different.
So what he already has, yeah.
He's actually not any different than he is now. He's actually no change to the Baron's personality at all. I
Wow.
only ever do things to
Yeah,
myself.
it's like my flaw hasn't really changed greatly.
It's like, I feel slightly different. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Thanks.
And
Puts it
also,
away.
this is a mace of terror.
Oh shit.
Oh, you hit people and they run away.
Meh.
Thanks. Chucks it across the room.
Put it in my bag.
You go to chuck it, and you just feel compelled like you can't.
I have a
That's
scroll of
good.
remove curse.
Good to know.
She's been like looking through her bag for the last 8 minutes while this has been going on. Like, nope, not that one.
Barrett's just having a conversation with this mace, and Azra's like, wait, I've seen this before.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says,
Can I
yes.
use it? Can I even
Mo-
use it? Do you want to use
Morty-
it? I'm
He
confused.
says, yes.
Morty reverse.
With both you and me combined, we'll be able to take out that group of adventurers that locked me in a chest for weeks on end.
Oh god.
I believe one of them was named Zebediah.
Oh shit.
Mm.
That old
Nah.
that old shit. We're gonna beat his head in with my mace.
It's not a
Did he ever
shit.
tell us about that?
Yes, yes, he did.
He did.
Nice.
He told us the tale, and we all laughed at it. Even the Baron thought it was funny.
So he told you that literally every party member grabbed the mace and made the check for possession just to toy with the thing, as his soul kept getting yanked back and forth between being in the mace
Scott-
and being in them.
Scott, you missed the Baron's comment. He said I begin to use the mace to scratch my butt.
You were compelled not to.
I make a save.
You fail it because you're already possessed.
But I passed the first one.
Yes, you did.
Apparently, it's
But then
every
you-
but you
round.
Put
kept
it
a hold of
down.
it, and every round it's check.
Oh, next round.
No.
Once it's
once
got
it's
you,
on
it's
you,
got
it's
you.
on you.
Apparently.
Yeah.
That is
Once
like,
you failed forever. There's no coming back.
that's like super stupid because I like obliterated its personality the first time.
Yep.
Well, we have the scroll of remove curse, so
Oh.
after we figure out what is
Never
going on
mind.
with this naga.
Never mind.
Oh?
I'm rereading the rules for it. You passed the first time, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
The mace doesn't work
It's still
though.
like I imagine
It's just a
telling him
mace.
like, oh, okay.
Oh, it doesn't even seem magical anymore. Yeah, so you
You-
probably wouldn't even keep it.
You can hear angry monkeys screaming inside it as you're holding it. That's pretty much it.
Fresh in the
It's
butt.
like, ah, I hate spellcasters. Ah.
It's just like, thanks, scratches his butt with it and throws it away.
That would have been a waste of a perfect save there.
Why did Ubtao pick Shagambi? Should have been me. Wongo.
Probably wasn't you because you were shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Varth is casting Reincarnate. Blake will be right back.
So we should take a quick break.
Yes, we'll take a quick break.
Yes. Cool.
Smoke if you got him.
And we will
Got him.
we'll be back after these messages.
A word from an announcer's foot fungus.
Are we going to be muted?
Hey everybody, we're back.
Yeah.
Hello!
So when we last left off, because somebody joined during our break, the group went further into this Temple of the Rising Sun. May or may not have just pretty much decimated everything with a delayed fireball, except for the boss, which they got rid of within a round and a half or whatever. It was just a mage, so no real.
You're
armor.
welcome.
And then a Guardian Naga appeared. And those of you that are familiar with the Tomb of Annihilation adventure, it's the Guardian Naga that you find that tells you where Omu is.
Cool. I thought it was her.
A prophet of Ubtao, but
Hell yeah.
in character, our players would not know that. This is the first time meeting this Naga. She keeps herself very reclusive for a good reason. In a Guardian Naga, they like to do that.
It's the face.
And the head cleric of this place, she kind of may or may not have been super blown up by the 100-something fire damage from the delayed fireball. So Varth is casting Reincarnate on her. So an hour happens, you guys can take a short rest, except for Varth, because he's casting a spell during.
Sure.
I will gladly do that.
Oh, and there was our viewer. This would be super relatable. The bad guy had a Mace of Terror, and it had a trickster god that was a murder monkey that tried to possess the Baron, and it didn't.
If you're rolling hit dice, wait, I'll use my Song of Healing.
Baron rolled a 20.
How much is that?
Oh, okay. The Song of Rest gives a plus D10. So everybody gains, 10 more hit points.
Thank you.
Except
Yeah, you
Varth,
can
who's not actually resting.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
casting a spell the whole time.
And except Azra, who didn't get hurt the whole time.
Well, you're a wizard, so you can get some of your spell slots back, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I got my 8th level back.
So Dag and Chung are both going to spend 1 hit dice. If I can find a D12.
And as that happens, and he finishes the reincarnation, laying on the ground is a naked female bronze dragonborn.
Dag will reach into her bag of holding and pull out like the other set of clothes or cloak or whatever that she has. And...
That spare room, the storage room had a bunch of spare clothes in it too.
Oh yeah, no, I'll go get something from there then. Yeah.
Okay. So
Azra's hiding behind somebody
Get some
when
good
the
stuff.
dragonborn appears.
I see if there's anything in my size in there too.
You want cultist robes. Okay,
If it looks good.
I will do that.
the robes have the symbol of Ubtao, but they also got like sun rays coming off of the circular maze, I guess.
Okay. Pretty swaggy.
Yeah. They're white robes.
That's a little clannish.
I mean, they don't have a hood on them or anything.
Yeah, wearing a hat in the jungle would be a really stupid.
And
idea.
she's also not a wizard, so that helps
Yeah.
too.
In Maryland, we got an area called Rising Sun where all the clan members used to be.
Oh boy.
Oof.
That was
Yeah.
super not intentional.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for putting that
Thanks for
little bit
that.
there.
Thanks for traumatizing everyone in the chat.
Hi, everybody.
It's okay, they're all dead.
In real life, not in the game.
The,
During
not
this
what I
hour
meant,
that Varth was spending on the ritual, Dag was just probably just firing off question after question to this Guardian Naga. She's probably sick of Dagger.
Turns
at
to
this
the
point.
wizard. Banish me now.
she says, Before you even get to ask any questions, she says, I'll answer all your questions once we go into my sanctuary. And she disappears into the light portal that stays there until all you guys go into it.
Please tell me the light portal looks like a white and gray version of the town portal from Diablo.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing.
That's awesome. When you were like, there's a giant white portal that appears, I just pictured the town portal from Diablo 1, but it's white and gray instead of blue and dark blue.
And you can
Sorry.
And while they're doing that, I'm just looking. Well, he's doing that. Then I'm just looking around the rest of this room and just exploring.
I just have a nap with my cat because I'm like, I'm good. My work's done for the day.
Well,
I'm fine.
my hard work
I
is
cast a
done.
high level spell.
Yeah. Nap time.
That took a lot of effort. Time for a nap.
This cursed crown that I wear that you say is so evil with this thing?
With what thing? Oh, with the Naga?
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
I mean,
We had been
granted,
talking
they
about
were
taking
supposed
it
to
to the upper plains, but
yes, I mentioned that, and you guys were like, no, that's a horrible idea, Baron, because that you decided to do that. So it's
no, we
horrible.
didn't do that. We were like, wow, that's actually a decent idea.
Then why didn't I go do it yet?
Because every time we're like, hey, we have 5 minutes, then no offense, Mezzy, but some rando shows up and we have to go save Seb.
Who's that?
She's been here the whole time.
You can see her too? I just turned Siri on saying that.
Dagger just walks away. I'm just exploring because like Dag's a big history nerd and architecture, so she's probably just exploring like the architecture in this room.
You see a
We're
bunch
just
of
killing
it's a
time
bunch
for an
of
hour.
like
Real time.
it's a bunch of Ooptao stuff. It's
Yeah.
all about the jungle and maybe just like him and his arms open and it seems like life, vegetation and animals and stuff appear. It is depicted in the murals and stuff.
As soon as this resurrected person's body is formed, I will hand her the robes and
I'm hiding behind Chung.
I'm sorry, you just handed her the robes of the people
I
who
do not want
basically
this person
captured
to
her,
see me.
tortured her, and essentially killed her.
I was gonna pull out some of my own clothes, but you're like, no, that makes more sense.
It's fine.
Great, thanks. Now I'm the dick.
And as you finished this spell, she seems unconscious but alive. You're thinking this dark corruption magic is enough that even with a new body, it seems to have affected her mind. She might be in a coma for.
Put her in the bag of holding.
But she should be fine.
She would suffocate. No.
Put her partially in the bag of holding.
No, I'm gonna fucking put some clothes over her and a blanket on her and leave some food and water, and then we'll go into the thing and we'll come back for her. In case she wakes up while we're gone.
Do you want me to teleport her somewhere?
I mean, I don't even she might live right next door.
Okay.
We'll wait until she wakes up.
That was my good deed for the day.
Your good deed for the day was asking if we should teleport somebody somewhere.
I start small. I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm leaving a water skin and some rations next to this woman, and then I guess let's head to this portal.
Okay. So, you guys enter the portal. You emerge from a crystal clear pool of water, so you remain completely dry. Before you is a large green field spanning 100 feet. Plus, vegetation covers most of the ground, surrounded by a golden mist that sheds light over the entire area. In the center of the field, a great tree stands dressed in leaves bearing colors of all the seasons. A faint golden glow emerges from the trunk. The
golden globes.
The Naga that you met stands before the tree, its eyes piercing you to the soul. Welcome, she speaks. The sacred place is again whole due to your actions and of those others like you. However, there is still much to be done, lest the spread of corruption consume all of Chult and bring about the dark destiny of the one who stands up. Ignore that last line. That last line is how Artis Cimber was.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. So I was like, who do you mean dark destiny?
Yeah, never mind.
I've already done mine a couple times over.
Yeah, I think if she actually says that, everyone just looks at the Baron.
She says,
Everyone's just like,
sorry, retcon.
Are we in a demiplane? Does this look like a demiplane, or does this look like a specific?
Arcana?
Sure.
Yes, please. Oh, God. I cannot roll Arcana lightly. I don't know what it is. 16.
17.
26.
20.
There we go.
Oh, good.
It might. Varth and Baron. Yeah, this is demiplane.
Whereas
It
we're
tastes
like,
like a demi-plane. Yeah.
yeah, no, that makes sense. All right,
You know,
whatever.
I've spent over 10,000 years traveling the plains. I
I
can
don't
taste
question
it.
anymore.
You get the feel. Nope, there's gas.
I'm gonna sort of nod to the Naga and then just sit down on the grass.
Hi. My name is the Baron Salbador. How are you?
Oh, yeah, we actually haven't introduced ourselves. Baron, Dagger, and then I just point to Azra and Varth.
I'm sorry. In my mind, I'm like, that's the Baron.
Well, I
I'm
figured-
Dagger.
Well, like, you can. I figured they fucking
Yeah.
introduce themselves. You already introduced yourself.
I'm Varth.
Mouthful. Definitely.
Casting a
About
spell for an
eating.
hour makes you hungry.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that makes sense. We probably haven't had lunch yet either.
My name is Saja Nabaza. Prince Ali Az. No, sorry. S-A-J-A. I'm just gonna put it in.
Shaja. This is Shaja Gabor. Okay, that's an old reference, I know.
I don't even know what you were talking
Saja Dumdaza.
about. Nimbaza.
I like to think it's Saja Nambaza.
Mbaza. Okay.
Almost
Mbaza.
rhythmic.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just remembered the Shield Guardian. So, like, Dagger sits down, and then you just hear this and bang as this fucking rock solid golem sits down next to her cross-legged.
She says, sorry, that dark destiny would have been for one named Artis Cimber. But he's no
Oh, I
longer
hear
here.
he died.
Oh, yeah,
He's very dead.
Yes.
So I don't have a dark destiny then. Oh, that is good. I had so many of those in history.
We know who has it. Baron.
You've told us a couple times already.
Actually,
Rain.
no,
Remember,
spoilers.
you were afraid of getting caught in the domains of dread.
I wasn't afraid. It's annoying. I don't like it. I thought she was talking about this because you guys keep saying it's evil and dark and it's going to unleash Dindar, who was only the small little snake when I last saw it. Oh, wait, no. That was Benji.
I literally have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
What?
As
I
a
just-
guardian of light, is his crown some evil artifact? I feel you would know better than anyone.
Yes, it is, but it is useless in his hands.
Can
Rude.
you just keep it here forever, bury it in some dirt?
I could do that.
Baron,
Okay.
I'll buy you a new hat when we get to town.
Okay, but be careful. My greatness apparently rubbed off on it and made it a very powerful artifact.
Ignore him. He's not even sure what he's talking about. We're used to it by now.
Would you want me to bury it?
I think we were just going to give it to the Naga. I mean, if this is a demiplane, she should be able to reshape it as she wants.
Oh, I was going to have the dogs bury it. That's good exercise.
I'm just imagining you say that and Leo just,
What?
I go to hand her the crown, realizing she has no hands with which to grab it.
Her tail comes around and coils underneath it, and like the tail just moves it over somewhere.
Big old pile of evil artifacts.
Not it's just like thanks. It's a
Just
big
like
mountain.
put rest the mace on top of there too.
Yeah.
It says crown from the early human empires. Nethril. Maybe then Ethereum.
Very,
Varth's
very
eyes,
earlier.
Varth's eyes go wide as she says that. That
We
was
knew
one
that.
of theirs.
We knew
Oh,
that.
right.
Yes,
right.
this seems to be one of their more mild artifacts, thankfully.
There's an evil monkey in this mace. Did you want it
What?
also?
Oh, that. On go.
Fuck.
I was trying to beat
Wait,
it earlier.
There was a trickster god in that thing.
What is a trickster god? Is that like a lesser god? Because I eat those for breakfast.
You swear you can see the mace just go like, ah!
We're just like hearing ringing
and
in our
Dagger?
ears, and you just hear like infuriated monkey screams.
Dagger, you feel something rumble in your backpack.
What's that noise?
You open it and you see the dagger shaking violently.
The dagger, I think, is probably on my hip. Out here in the in the jungle, she probably has a weapon closer than that. But yeah, yeah.
You think it's raging currently.
your pocket
Sounds like,
celestial
yeah.
is
I can pop a knife and you take it.
sensing evil.
I don't think that's gonna work.
So, did you want to bury this too? Don't touch it, but did you want to bury it?
Yeah, sure. And she touches it and she seems perfectly fine and moves.
Ah, yeah.
She's just like, she picks it up and she's just like, Wongo, again? Really? And just puts it in a pile of maces that look exactly the
Her
same.
tail
as
like
that one.
curls around the handle and then just flicks it behind her. At the,
Blasting off again.
as the fleeting moments of your physical contact with the mace, you can hear via telepathy from Mongo, "Aha, new enemy! Oh god damn it! This thing's a Naga."
Oh, yeah. I got
Wait,
it now.
Nagas are like immune?
Yeah. You can't possess them.
Nice.
It's a
Not unless they let you, and it would be because they let you, not because you have control.
That's cool.
So yes, this reminds me, and she goes into this big tangent. Well, not tangent. She goes into a big. Starts talking about how he remembers as far back as when the first human settlers were brought to Cholt by Ooftown.
Dagger is probably
of years.
fascinated. Everyone else is probably bored out of their fucking skull.
Yes, I remember. They came from a far-off land to the west.
Bart's intently listening while eating some very disgusting-looking orange mushrooms.
Let's see what spell she has. Give me a
Like, they
second.
don't seem appetizing at all. They look like this.
What the
Everyone else is like, that is too orange to be food. And Bart's like, these are delicious. He's got
Is
a
that
big
candy?
bag of them. No, it's cheese puffs.
Oh, okay.
But everyone else just thinks they're gross orange mushrooms.
Oh, I know what she does with the mace. Never mind. You're holding the mace, and she goes to take it. She goes, "On go. You're supposed to go back to your own plane." And she touches it and casts banishment.
I like you.
That's fine. I think with my aesthetics too much.
Oh no, let's retcon that again. Why not? She gets it and she casts Gias on it and says, "You're not allowed to possess anyone for the next 100 years," and then vanishes.
Nice. Just pulling the fuck out of him constantly.
Yeah, right.
And then meanwhile, Rain in her own plane of dread just somehow just feels a little bit like a relief from the dreadness, and then and Zebediah is just like,
Oh, good. We know he's not dead.
I feel like something really good just happened for some reason. Anyway, she continues on her story like she's an old lady in a rocking chair, telling you about in her good old young days. The humans came from a far-off land to the west, brought by powerful celestials that you mortals would know as the Wattle. I never can pronounce their name right. You know what I mean?
No one can, but yeah.
The flying Central American themed celestial snakes.
Kuzakotl?
Yes.
No, the lesser versions are just.
Oh,
They
Quaddle.
stick
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quaddle. Kuzakotl's the bigger ones.
Yeah.
However, as you mortals often do, many of them were seduced by dark and twisted magics that threatened the balance of life in the jungle. What was his name? Oh, Kumek was one of the land's most powerful rulers, but he fell to this darkness, seeking to claim the domain over Chult. The subsequent conflict against his dark magics created a shout of darkness over the jungle. Kumek was defeated and his dark powers sealed away, but not without consequences. Even a portion of the of the power you know as Uktao has become a powerful shadow entity due to these dark. After the conflict, Tao built the city of Mesro, a place where his mortal followers live and flourish in peace. People of Mesro not to pass through the maze of life, becoming. And she like moves her tail around, and we'll see it's like a Disney cartoon, and her tail just makes the shape of like a maze, something. Become
The Baron is
one
playing a
with
Game Boy.
the true nature
Jag
of
is
their world.
furiously taking notes.
They would become a force of good, aiding Uktao and guarding against the return of Dendar, the Night Serpent, which I highly doubt you know of, Baron. He's about 20 times your age.
Then the Night Serpent that lives near the Citadel of Kalimvor and the Green Waste. Yes, I know to avoid it. Who are you again?
You'll get used to him by now. Please continue.
I had already foresaw his arrogance, but it still surprises me.
It surprises us sometimes and we're used to it.
Balance is maintained for a millennia until the people grew complacent, making frivolous demands of Uktao as a god rather than contributing to the spirit of the jungle that was his power. Now, with Uktao's departure, and we lose our member.
Gets reboot soon.
Yeah,
So
she
what?
said she had to reboot soon. She'll be back.
Okay.
You know Australia's internet.
All right.
Whatever they have considered internet.
All right. I won't. The windows are really messed up, but I won't fix them because she'll be right back.
Yeah.
Balance was maintained for millennia until the people grew complacent, making frivolous demands to Uktao. Now, with Uktao's departure, these people are left to walk through the maze without end. I believe
That
that
seems
Uktao,
bad.
the Great Deceiver, which Dagger already knows, he's called the Great Deceiver because during the Dawn War, when the gods and the primordials were fighting, he was a primordial that betrayed the other primordial. Thus the name Great Deceiver. Never really left Chult. I don't believe he has at all. He has placed much of his own essence into the jungles themselves, in the form of powerful spirits. I believe that some of these spirits have become twisted and befouled, spreading their corruption over the jungle. One such been a dreaded atropole of the negative energy entity. That
I think one of those died already.
it may have once been a shard of Uktao's essence. Yes, I have heard of a. Call themselves the Spells.
Yeah, Zeb was
Yeah,
with
we've
those.
heard their name as well.
No, I thought it was a group that was with a turtle that did it all.
No, that was definitely not. That yeah, no, there was.
No,
definitely
that
not
was
Warlock.
us. We did better things than that. We killed the Lord of the Abyss. They did.
Oh, I must have misheard from a turtle that I met.
I certainly hope you didn't meet him. He probably tried to give you a lot of papers you really shouldn't have looked at. The parents just like, yeah, I shouldn't have looked at those. And Kame's like, hee.
Another spirit was, pardon my French, Ifala Kundtho, twisted nature spirit, who wove great dread domain, the heart of Choltengar, aka
I
what
think
you
we killed
guys
that
just got done with. Yeah.
That
So
was
how many
the
are
like
left?
thunder god thing that we fought.
Yeah. How many are left?
One such I would not know. Even I do not know. There are numerous amounts of spirits. Any of them could be twisted to evil, but the only one that seems to be left is one that calls itself Shavalak. Seems to seek to corrupt and destroy all of its brethren nature's spirits. This spirit once wielded by Womack, one of the original Chultan rulers of these lands. This spirit has seemed to have reawakened recently, wanting to turn Chult into a land of lifelessness and despair. It lives in a realm called the Shadow Walk, a twisted mirror of the jungle within the Shadowfell. Obtaining the Heart of the Wild would have granted it power to defile Ubtau's domain from this realm.
What is the Heart of the Wild?
This, as she shows the cylinder thing. It's just this cylinder.
Okay.
They literally don't describe it. Like, they just say it's a cylinder.
Okay.
We'll just say it looks like a battery. Okay.
So they were doing that ritual to try and get that thing from you.
They were doing that ritual to try to give Charlovac power over over the jungles here. The Heart of the Wild controls jungles. Without this, jungles would not flourish as well as they have. They would slowly wither and die. As eventually the peaks of flames would consume it.
You know where we can find a way to this Shadow Walk place?
Yes. And I have had visions of this, as foretold of two fates. One, where Shavalak lives, bringing darkness to Chult and beyond. Why does it say she has two visions? Okay, and the other would restore the power of the great spirits that breathed life into the jungle, bringing it back to how it was before Ubtau left. Possibly bringing back his avatar.
Avatar, the last troll bender.
Oh,
It's
I
just
sort of
this weird martial arts in the jungle moves around him.
now that she's gotten to what seems like the actually relevant part, I'm gonna like kick
snap.
Azra awake.
Okay.
Oh, what?
That's just
and be
like,
so she says that the Atropole that was in the tomb that Zeb killed, and the like thunder thing that almost killed the Baron and I, and this Shalavac guy are all like corrupted nature spirits that were corrupted by, I think, the corrupted worshippers of Ubtau. Is that right?
Yeah, they're dark. They're dark, intense. Essentially, when he fractured into multiple spirits, it seems some of them got corrupted by the negative energy. Yes.
And then
If you want to think of it as a planar thing.
he lives in the Shadow Walk, which is in the Shadowfell. It's like a dark reflection of the jungle. And there may or may not be a king named Kumak that I don't know whether he's rolling around with him or not anymore.
Think like Stranger Things. If you've seen Stranger Things, you know how everything was like it's the upside down of Chult, actually. An actual shadow plane, not just a domain of dread.
So how will we know to recognize what Shadowvac or Kumak looks like?
Well, and then she describes pretty much the kind of things you would expect from what you've seen of pictures and what you've read historically of what Chultan kings would look like.
Okay.
I mean, they have his picture later, but it's...
Is he an undead? Or is he resurrected? Or is he just something else?
dead.
He's an undead.
No, dead. Like dead.
Oh.
His soul got consumed by Shalavak, so dead.
Oh, okay. So it's Shalavak in this guy's body, perhaps. Or if he's there, he's just some kind of spirit. Okay.
Who do we have to kill
I know.
next?
I know of a way of reaching the Shadow Walk.
Plane shift?
Sam Walker.
There are two options. One is within the ruins of Mesro, and another lies on top of Umek's ziggurat tomb that was buried.
So not just because I would jump at the chance to visit Mesero, but also that's where Zeb was going. And that's the whole reason we came out here, because we thought that our friend might be in trouble.
Yeah.
So we should maybe go to Mesro.
And also, isn't that where Mezzy's from?
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Mezzy?
I am
I
fine
am
one way.
also-
I am fine one way or the other.
That's the spirit.
Any further attempts with her repeats the same dialogue. It's as if there wasn't more written there.
My amnesia that I don't have is making my judgment cloudy. I can't see you all. All I see are points, for I am a one dimension. Sorry.
Did we want to
That
do
was super
this
nerd.
today, or did we want to try and take a long rest first? Or
I could try to.
I mean,
find
I'm good to go, but
yeah, we could go.
Oh no, she says, maybe we should go to the ziggurat.
Okay.
Say that. I've already been back to those ruins. I doubt we would find
He's already
anything.
been where?
I've been to the ruins of Mesro. It was the first place I went after the time jump. There's nothing there
Oh, okay.
for us. No sign of this shadow walk there.
I am gonna ask the Guardian Naga. Is there some way that you can give us a map to Mesro if we decide that we want to visit there as well? And I can pull out my actual map of Jolt if needed.
She cannot, but she can give you directions to there. But you already
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
So, no, I guess. She doesn't
Yeah,
have hands,
because-
so she doesn't really draw maps.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I forgot that.
Let's see.
Yeah, because it may or may not be one of Dag's bonds that she's always wanted to visit Omu and Mesro.
You'll need to travel. You're going to the ziggurat. You need to travel southwest to the Nguni Plateau. Nguni Plateau. So it's probably just Nguni in the end silent.
Where it's Ngwa.
Yeah. Ngua Plateau.
Okay.
I like that better.
And then how, once we get to the ziggurat, will it be clear how we get to the shadow walk from there?
You will need this. She hands you a golden tomen, a large gold coin, bearing strange markings on its surface. It once belonged to Lord Umek himself.
Take it.
I'm pretty sure it's a Robo Baron.
But when you reach the plateau, with this token, you'll be able to find your way to the Shadow Walk.
Okay.
Well, to the ziggurat that leads.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Your assistance is much appreciated.
Welcome. It was nice to meet you. We'll not meet again, unfortunately.
Can you make sure that Dragonborn out there doesn't die?
That's what I was gonna say. We could maybe.
We're going to a very dangerous place, and I feel like if we take her with her, that's just adding one more person to the large
No,
people. We've got to bring
I was thinking we could teleport her back to Port Nyaranzaru. Or a plane shifter.
You do not need to worry, she is safe.
Okay, good. Because I was worried.
Why are you looking at me like
Oh,
that?
stop it.
I didn't know we were gonna go 5 minutes. I didn't know we were gonna in 2 hours be going to a different dungeon.
I offered to take her to another place. He said no, she's fine because her house is next door.
Well, I don't fucking know. I don't know how long it's fine. If she's fine, she's with the
Check on my dog.
yeah.
Gary.
You can continue.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where you guys are at. No, you're in a demi-plane. She says you could rest here as long as you want. Once you leave, you cannot come back. And another portal opens out in the meadow somewhere.
Maybe we should do a long rest just in case he's. I mean, I don't really need it, but
That's what I was thinking.
I could certainly use it. I just used to reincarnate in some of my really powerful spells. So
All of us did just
Okay.
use some of our high level spells.
Azra just goes immediately back to sleep.
like, okay, thanks, thunk.
Yeah, she's
I like
easy
to
to please.
imagine. I like to imagine Azra either doesn't snore or snores really loudly, and there's no like in between. She's
Yeah,
either, like,
totally.
curled up in a ball, not really snoring, or like sprawled out everywhere, snoring
Yeah.
really loudly.
Yeah, like taking up as much room as physically
It's
possible.
just like in an X pattern, like just
Yeah.
snoring really loudly.
It's that guy.
I'm gonna ask Saji or
Or
Saja
just
the,
like curled up in fetal position, just like
Mhm.
sleeping quietly.
Yeah.
the Guardian
That was
Naga
nice.
if she wanted us to bring in the unconscious woman into her demi plane.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
Okay. Baron, while you walked away for a second, we decided we were going to take a long rest here so that we have all of our high level magics up before we head into what might be another big fight.
Sweet.
So you all take a long rest in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dag will undoubtedly annoy the shit out of this poor Naga, just
She
getting
does,
as much information as possible and writing everything down.
she does not seem annoyed. What all do you ask?
You could violate her privacy and cast that spell.
It almost seems like she knew you were going to ask these questions. For a lot of them.
Mostly asking more about Ubtal and the Trickster Gods, and like anything she knows about this ziggurat and what we might find there, and that sort of thing. But then probably also goes off on tangents about various aspects of history and like bits of lore about ancient mesopolitics and bullshit like that.
Do you think we'll need heal or conjure Fae?
I already have heal. I always have mine prepared for what it's worth.
Okay. Well, in that case, I really don't think we'll need Druid Grove or Move Earth. And
Probably
Sunbeam
not.
doesn't seem nearly as useful.
Sunbeam might be if we're gonna be facing undead.
Maybe. Let me see.
I have some light spells prepared, if that helps. Some
That's
radiant.
And
Conjure
Sunbeam is
Fae
still,
it is!
yeah.
Time for an army of fairies that transmute everything into bunnies.
Nice.
Or goldfish. I'm not sure which. Maybe goldfish. Goldfish seems more up Varth's alley.
That's fair.
Everything is transmuted into goldfish. Oh, we're not underwater. Well, that sucks to be the goldfish. Guess it shouldn't have been trying to kill us.
See,
I
there
hear
is
daggers
a
are
downside with that though, because when a creature falls to 0 hit points, it reverts back to its normal form. So as soon as the goldfish suffocates, it just turns back into whatever it was before.
But we've got several rounds of suffocation before that's a problem.
That's fair, but still.
And that's at least 216 damage for Azra, so I'm not worried about it.
Delayed fireball. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, she probably ended up taking a nap during that resurrection spell because she saw Dag going around and like being disappointed by all the soot on the walls that she's trying to get rubbing these off, and she's like, stop shaming me.
Oh, you see a very familiar popping out of the meadow that is this warm vegetation that everyone just lay on it and it's as soft as a bed. You don't even need blankets or anything. It's ridiculously peaceful and calm here. guys take your long rests. And Dagger, since you're not taking a long rest and you're talking with,
Oh, I am.
not
I mean, I
sleeping.
am gonna.
You're not
yeah,
sleeping,
like,
but you're taking a long rest. You're talking with her, and coming out of the leaves are these little tiny creatures, maybe an inch or two tall. And you recognize it as one of the tiny little forest spirits, the Chwinga?
yeah, those guys, the ones who left me a spyglass way back in the day.
And it comes out with a flower petal, and it's filled with water, warm water. There's a little leaf inside it, and it is tea for you to drink.
Oh my
Aw,
god, it's
that's
so
the cutest thing ever.
After it puts it down near you, it flees.
My heart.
It looks really shy, and it flees and runs back into the tall grass gone. You literally see it
it's
just
so
like
cute.
seem to fade off into nothingness as it just goes into the.
Oh my god, that's
Yes.
the cutest shit ever. For what it's worth, Dag does sleep. She just spends all of the time that she's not sleeping chatting up the Naga.
Okay, after the warm tea,
They have to sleep, I think, to get your stuff back.
after the warm tea and the nice interview, I'll say with the interview, you're like a historian talking to a World War II veteran. You know, it's like that. Level.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta get everything I can out of this. This is
Yeah,
primary. What is that? First source? Primary?
yeah. Primary sources.
Primary. Yeah, this is a primary source, man. She's been around in Chult since before humans were here. So
Yeah.
she's able to tell you a lot about the lands of Chult, but she seems to care little about human civilizations and stuff. So she's able to tell you the basics, but you already know them, being as in depth
Yeah.
as yours history. But she's able to tell you pretty much everything you already knew.
Mhm.
Probably tried to quiz her to see if there's anything. And you both are probably fairly evenly matched in history here, actually. So you do just have like a good history talk back and forth. And with the warm tea and the being able to relate with somebody in your passion, eventually you just get so comfortable you don't even realize it. You fall asleep right there. This is a sanctuary. This is like Varth's Druidic Grove, but add celestial.
Mhm.
You know, it's like so peaceful. And it's like if you guys ever went to where the Baron plane shifted himself. where that gnome farmer was or whatever.
Oh yes, Bitopia.
Yeah.
We don't
went to
spend too much
Elysium.
time there, or you'll never
Yeah,
leave.
that was Elysium.
Oh,
Elysium,
Elysium.
that's what it was. But as you all gently wake up at the same time,
Go take a piss.
you're out in the middle of the jungle. Right in front of you is a stone ziggurat. It looks old and decrepit. And there are stairs that go up it, but the stairs are covered in vines and thorns.
Oh boy. Okay, cool. I guess we're starting this now.
Let's go!
I can teleport us, so can Azra if we want to go do something else. First.
No, I just didn't expect to be right here.
If I was prepared, I could technically plane shift us as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many ways. We don't actually have to go through the mini
She said-
adventure.
But it was still nice of her to do this.
Yes, sir.
She said,
No, it was. I was just surprised.
she said you'd have to travel southeast from here, whatever here is.
Deg's gonna like tentatively try and put her foot on the first rope of steps to the ziggurat. Do I think all of this thorny shit is gonna bother us even? Or
Nature check 24. Which way is southeast?
You find that you know.
We need to go that way.
the ziggurat is right in front of us, dude.
No, this isn't. You'd think this isn't it.
Oh, okay.
This actually looks just like where she was, but very, 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 very dated.
Oh, okay. All right.
It almost looks like you guys were in the past,
Oh.
before there was anything.
I hear harp noises.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I feel like somebody just played an ocarina.
You start to try to climb. You try to climb, and it's like tangled roots,
Sorry, I had to make the reference.
roots, vines, and creepers all over these steps, and it is difficult terrain as you're trying to go up.
Okay. She was just testing it, but if this isn't where we're supposed to be, then I'm just okay, cool. All right, then fuck that. Never mind. I assume this was the ziggurat where we were actually heading. I get really disoriented when I wake up and I didn't expect to be somewhere else I didn't expect to be, okay?
At this point, if we're somewhere we're not supposed to be, I'm assuming we need to walk.
That's fair.
Like, I could teleport us, but it would probably go horribly wrong. So let's hoof it.
Yeah, you've never
Eh.
been there. Isn't it kind of
No.
like, if you've never been there, it's kind of dangerous?
Yeah, it is. I could summon my big mouse friend, though, if we want to do that.
I know which direction we're going, so going there really, really quickly is fine.
Oh, shit, we left our dinosaurs in the jungle.
Oh.
You're not sure where they're at. They were outside the temple.
Well-
that's regular dinosaur.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You're not sure where in Cholt you are. You just know you're in the jungles of Cholt.
Well, this is
Well-
fine.
That's money we'll never get back.
It's not that big a deal.
Meanwhile, goes to them, and it's just like them sitting next to a patch of grass, and they're just eating.
Now, these
They're having a
guys
good
doing-
time.
Yeah, we didn't tie them up or anything, so they're just like, they just have the harnesses and everything.
The Dragonborn comes out. Oh, good dinner.
She's like, somebody already left me a mount. Look at this.
Yeah, 3 of them. Actually, no, it was a lot more than 3 because they're
Yeah.
no, it was
That was
like
3.
3 or 4because we doubled up on a
Now
couple.
I think about it, they had
It was.
all your camping gear too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your bug repellent.
I could teleport us to there, and then we could teleport
No.
back here.
That would be very familiar. Been
That-
there.
We're both in both locations are pretty familiar. We could go there and come back here.
But you don't know exactly where this ziggurat is. You just know it's southeast of where.
And you wouldn't be able to bring the mounts with us anyway. There are too many of us.
Oh yeah. Damn
Except,
it.
as I keep telling you, I also have a means of teleportation.
Oh, I didn't know you could teleport. I thought you could plane shift only.
I got new fancy. Did I
Oh.
get boots? Yeah, I think I got boots.
Oh yeah, you got the boots of teleportation because you didn't want to get the helm because you wanted the crown.
I
Wasn't
show
it?
off
Oh yeah.
my nice fancy boots I just got. No, it's a ring. Sorry,
Nice.
It's a ring.
Yeah, it's a ring. I thought so.
this nice fancy ring.
We could do that. It would make it a lot faster if we had mounts.
Yeah.
And you can write.
Okay.
You can erase black opal crown from your.
I never wrote that down
Okay,
because
good.
it was just a plot device.
Yeah, it was a plot
was just
device we were going to
swaggy.
destroy later anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you since you guys no longer have it, and you will never see it again. Had to, in order for it to do anything, it would have to be wielded by a human who
Oh.
has lost faith in humanity. It's
Oh.
very
Wait a
specific
minute.
in its attunement.
So
That's
the
unique.
Yuan-Ti could never use it.
They don't know that. You guys actually don't know that in character either.
Good to know. I mean, I did
Neat.
cast legend lore on it, I think.
That's kind of funny though.
Did I?
No.
No, you were going
I
to,
think
but
you
you
got
never
around to it.
did.
You kept saying you
Yeah.
were going to, and you
we,
never did.
we
Okay.
never had time.
Got no time. No time.
Got no time.
Anyway,
Yep.
so you guys travel through the jungle for the next 10 days.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Let us just skip this part and go straight there.
And I'm just going to have one encounter because if I actually rolled it, this will take for. So somebody roll me a
But we
d20.
have the dinosaurs though.
Somebody roll me the
We
d20.
went to get them with
Yeah.
teleport.
Yeah, we're gonna tally the dinosaurs and then make that journey.
Yeah.
We're doing a what now?
Telefrag.
Okay, you guys
Counter check.
you guys
we're hopefully
teleport.
not telefragging the dinosaurs. That would be a very big mess.
Oh god! No! I killed Dagger's dinosaur! I tell him he died when he got here.
You teleport, you get them, you teleport back, and you're at where you're at, and you travel. So, somebody roll me a d20.
I got
20.
20. Okay, during your travels, you guys find a dead dwarf with 6 large holes piercing her armor and
Yikes.
chest.
Ouch! That looks like it hurt.
Speak with that. What happened to you?
Stegosaurus, swipe you with tail.
Ah, that sucks. So, she died from Stegosaurus. Did
Now, let's
you
just
have any
keep
good
going.
equipment?
I don't know. I'm dead.
Anything else you want to ask the dead dwarf on the side?
Nah.
No? We're
Nah.
good? Sleep tight. Return to your ancestors. Spill
Arcadia
over.
awaits.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever
Did you
armor
want
she
to
had
read
on, it looks old and rusted, and it has 3 giant holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dwarf sized. Oh, whatever.
That might fit the dog.
So,
It's not gonna fit the. He
That's-
doesn't. He's not bipedal.
so that happens. There might have been a musical as you guys are traveling through the jungle, talking about how you're gonna defeat the shadows and bring back the light or something. I don't know. Anyway, so you guys
At
travel.
least it's not defeat the Huns.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are further north.
Yeah. I think we've heard that song already too.
And let's
Some bard played it last time we were traveling.
Mm.
see.
It wasn't Dagger though. And we certainly don't want to hear the Secret Tunnel song. We heard that one too many times the one time we heard it.
You eventually reach Ziggurat as you continue traveling southeast. You were getting fairly close to the swampy swamps of the Aldani Bastion, where the heart of Ubtao was, if you recall.
No.
Where the what was?
The heart of Ubtao, that floating pile of dirt that was going to be Zebdai's home.
Oh yeah, that we ruined. Yeah, good time.
Yeah.
You're getting
The one
closer
next-
to there. You're seeing signs of the
Yeah.
swampy.
I like this place.
I'm watching for liches.
Yeah. Yeah, we seem to attract those. I've always got a watchful lich eye outward.
So if you have the
That's
map,
where some liches are.
During that time while we're walking,
Okay.
I'm looking at Azra. I'm like, I'm kind of considering, if Leo's cool with it, maybe seeing if he'd be fine to turn into like a raven or something that can fly.
I really
That'd be
wish.
It'd be a lot easier for him to scout if he were something that could fly, but then he can't bamf when he's like that though.
But you can still bamf him if you have control.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
I
not so
really
bad.
wish that when we went to town, they sold lich repellent instead of insect repellent. I feel like that would be more useful for us.
Yeah, I feel like that
However,
would be a lot
I
more
do have a
expensive.
familiar that can fly though, Dagger.
That's true, yeah.
I just
I
forget
forgot.
about him.
if you guys have the map of Cholt, you're pretty sure you're coming up on the west side of the Aldani Bastion.
It's
You're not
there.
sure where on the western side, but
They got maps.
you're heading east. Like you came from the
I
west.
saw one over
heading
there, and I'm like,
east.
no, it's over there. That's the Waterdeep map.
That's a little bit north.
Yeah.
Also,
Just a little.
to give you guys where the Naga
Tiny
was
bit.
at, they actually have it marked on the map. You see where it says Mistcliff Mountains, and right below it says Oro Lunga? The Oro Lunga is where you guys were at.
Oh, nifty.
Cliff Mountain.
And you moved southeast until you got kind of close to the Aldani Bastion. Anyway,
Oh, there. We're a lot further north than I thought.
yeah. So, this area bears a stark contrast to the path taken to reach it. The ground is soft, covered in bright grass patches with beautiful blue and white flowers. A small pack of tiny winged lizards flitter playfully. At the edge of the outcropping basks the glow of an unobstructed shaft of sunlight.
Shaft. Who's the baddest? Shaft.
And as you reach the edge, you realize you are on the very edge of this. This is a very tall plateau, apparently. 1,000
Oh,
feet
boy.
high. Holy crap. Why?
Oh,
Okay.
Allowing you full view of the
Okay.
landscape across the northern and western areas of Cholt. You can
Good
clearly
lord.
see to mostly your north, but also the tail end of it is to your west. The Mistcliff Mountains. That is
I
the
think-
western border of Cholt.
Is this in the
I think to get down, your featherfall might not cover it, Azra.
You see
I don't even have it prepared, lol.
you see the Aldani Bastion, and if the heart of Ubtao is still around, it would be quite visible from. But it's not.
It's a pity we
yeah.
exploded it.
Yeah, and then plane shifted it somewhere else.
Yep, and then exploded it again.
Yeah.
it just crashed. It's still good. Partially.
It is so
Definitely
exploded
just
that,
belongs to that farmer now.
that exploded doesn't explode how exploded it is.
Meanwhile, back there, man, my house is so big now. I used all the
Yeah.
stuff that was here and expanded. The gods are amazing.
Everything's always positive.
There's-
We have
It's
to
such
get
a
down.
blessing to have all this dirt dropped in my crops.
We have
It
to
was
get
so
down
fertile.
from here.
As you investigate the edge of this plateau, you notice that there's a strange shimmer in the air directly beneath. The thick tree canopy below shifts and moves in strange patterns, some even becoming translucent, partly revealing new areas below.
Sure as hell looks like an illusion.
As
I'm gonna
you
pick up a rock and chuck it.
As you pick it up and you're about to chuck it, on the other side of the plateau appears a human druid. Out of nowhere.
I turn abruptly, wielding my staff of the wilderness.
What is said druid wearing?
Druid stuff. You'd expect from a druid.
I was worried about the like white robes with the sun.
No, definitely not.
I say in Druidic, nature guide you.
He says back in Druidic, nature guides you too, and then says in common to everybody else, means. Might I ask what you seek? This plateau.
Might I ask what you seek?
I mean, you technically already asked, so.
We're looking for a ziggurat. And I'm gonna say the name of the ziggurat that I can't remember it, but I know she told me it was.
You'll excuse my skepticism, brother, but the last 3 druids I've run into have attempted to slaughter me.
He says, oh, well, since you say the name of it, he nods. He says, I've been awaiting for your arrival time.
I look like I'm preparing for battle.
Let me guess. We have a destiny. I mean, seriously, you know how many times I've heard those kind of prophecies in my life? I've killed so many prophets saying that crap.
I elbow Baron. Is that an illusion? And I'm pointing down off the cliff to where the
Wait, really?
Yeah, I spit down.
No, not that. This right here. You immediately recognize this druid. Could have told me this at the beginning of the paragraph, as the druid that was sick in that village when you guys were in the Dread Realm.
Damn, that was a while back.
It was.
It's like 4 sessions.
Hey.
Yeah.
His name was.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you.
His name was Uzuma, and he's like, "Sorry, I didn't recognize myself either."
Who am I?
Yeah, you should.
The first image I have of the druid
Aaron's
falls
just
off
like,
the cliff.
rude! Punt him off the fucking cliff.
I can guide you to the ziggurat, but I must warn you, the path is guarded by spirits of both ancient and evil.
Spirits of evil.
Is that an illusion?
Transform me to
This is so
We've
so
heard that a
cheese.
couple times before.
This is so cheese. Sorry, I gotta read out loud. Word it says, can guide the party, but warns them the path is treacherous, guarded by spirits of both ancient and evil. Period. Assuming the party wishes to continue. Oh no, they're just gonna end the adventure here.
We're done. That's it. Next
I
time
want
coming
to do
back.
an adventure.
Too much for me. I'm
I
out.
want a nap.
You know, we just hiked through like for 10 days.
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
here. Nah,
I
we're
will
just gonna.
say, we're making fun of that. I have played with a group that's done that.
Yeah.
Maddie, I'm not going to lie, your camera at this particular end looks as though it's infected with a glitch from the Retroverse. And every so often, it seems to have like parts of it replaced with random color and distortion.
Yeah, every now. So we just watched Wreck-It Ralph, and the Vanellope glitch, where she like occasionally just glitches 2 feet to the side. That's identical to what it looks like's happening.
Yes.
That's terrifying.
So either your computer is infected with Retroverse corruption, or
The camera,
Well, my webcam is shit, which it is.
the camera where it's plugged in might have just the tiniest specks of dust. Because that can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just did it again.
What's the Jacksepticeye, the evil
I know what
version?
it is.
Anti-
I'm using. I know what it is.
Decepticeye.
And it's not like super.
Yeah.
Like,
Auntie, I think, is the
Well-
nickname for that character.
we'll survive for the rest of the
Yeah.
session.
We will survive.
He burns into a snake with wings.
Oh, cool.
Varth,
As
can you do that?
as Varth immediately recognizes him as the Sneak Celestials.
Yeah.
I can never say their name.
You can turn to Quaddle? Why you not turn to Quaddle?
I didn't want to.
Okay.
And that's
I
when
understand.
You could. I thought they were
And
celestials.
since
I used to be able
Varth,
to do that.
since Varth knows what one of these are, you're thinking maybe this Quaddle was disguising itself as.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, you
Oh.
can't wild shape into that.
It's a joke. It's a joke, Baron. That's a celestial. No one can turn into those.
You should be able to do that.
I don't say
No, you didn't.
I like that they added that reference to the previous adventure.
That is
Oh.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Granted,
cool.
it's been over 400 years since I had that ability.
Are we-
And as he brightly colored feathered wings, and as he transforms, more Quaddle descend upon the plateau.
Ah!
There's one for each party member, so a lot
Water,
since your guys'
water,
party
badger.
is huge.
There are 8 of us. There are 8 of us now. Yeah.
So 7 more show up. So now
We
there's
got
8 total.
dinosaurs.
We can leave the dinosaurs here.
I look at the plateau. I
Actually,
think they'll be okay here.
I have polymorph. What about you, Ezra?
Oh yeah, I do.
We could polymorph them into something.
Only 2 of them.
Yeah, and one of them can carry the other one.
They can stay here.
Okay,
They're not
that works
needed.
then. All right.
They like malt wine.
We don't have
They
that.
do not.
Please ignore our vampiric
Have you
friend.
been feeding them wine? No wonder yours has gas.
I'm not going to give them the water around here. You know what people do in this water?
He
They
can
poop in
purify
it.
it.
They pee and poop in the water. You put wine in to kill the bacteria.
You know,
I've been creating water since before we met you.
You've been having me drink the river water?
I thought you preferred mud over real water.
Vampires are weird, man. What are we supposed to know?
I thought you drank blood, so I assumed there was blood in that water. I haven't
There
been
was.
drinking it ever.
That's beside the point. I think someone had dysentery there last time.
That's why I wasn't drinking that water.
Ah, you never told me.
You never
Water.
asked.
Oh.
Quaddle.
That's the sound of us throwing each other under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the plateau. No, anyway.
Under
Yeah.
the plateau.
The Quaddle gather near the shaft of sunlight in a coordinated, beautiful, hypnotic dance. One that was originally disguised as your druid. Also joins in. He's leading it with a song.
They have 2 wings and a snake body. They can only really do a couple dances.
With a song in Celestial. But even though, with those of you that know Celestial, it seems to be an ancient and unfamiliar song. You do not know
I know
the
this
song.
now.
Do not know the song, but they are singing in Celestial.
Baby got
Is that an illusion, by the way? No one answered our
No,
question.
no, they didn't. What
Okay.
happened when the Baron spit in it?
Spitting what?
The illusion off the spot.
plateau where the
I
illusion
don't know
might
if we
be.
can see a glob of spit dropping a couple thousand feet.
Perception check.
Oh, I got to roll dice. Yeah, I don't see.
12.
8.
You don't see it land or anything.
25.
It seems to disappear into the mirage below.
It disappeared. Looks like an illusion.
Nice. So
While they're doing the like dancing,
Lightning crackles from the sky, striking each serpent, causing them to grow nearly twice their size.
yeah, I was gonna say Leo was like howling along with them as they were doing their dance, and then that happens, and he just goes and just stops.
Baron!
Running
just-
around.
Sorry, I imagine the Baron is just Alucard from the new Castlevania wearing like conquistador armor, and then just seeing you do the sprinkler. Oh god!
This Alucard with the conquistador helmet.
the Baron loves to dance.
doing the sprinkler.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
each,
That's
each of them
hilarious.
come over to you, and they're just like over like, hey, you should get on my back and ride on my back so we can take you there.
Sure.
And everyone else is ready, but the Baron's still doing the sprinkler.
I'm sorry. Once dancing starts, it's hard for me to stop. It's inborn in me.
It's been a long time since I have stopped dancing.
Jesus the Christ, I'm dancing.
The leader, Quaddle, says, our time is limited. We will not be able to sing this form for very long, so we must hurry. As you all,
Oh yeah.
and they
Please,
fly.
stop dancing.
They've only finished their dance once the lightning makes them large size, so everybody can ride on them. Each one gets their own.
Fun fact,
I
I
was
think
like,
they
well,
used
I
to
can fly, but okay.
Fun fact, I think they used to be huge sized before. So the fact that they're now medium sized is a significant downgrade. Also, I think they were CR like 15 before. I think they're a lot lower than that.
They are a lot
Yeah.
lower than that.
You might
now.
you might be remembering the Quetzalcoatlus.
Maybe I'm remembering Quetzalcoatl. Never mind. That's the
Also-
giant serpent with the huge rainbow wings.
Mm.
Yeah, that
They're-
sounds like the big
Yeah.
guy.
That's the Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
They used to be large.
Oh.
Yeah. They were large in 3.5 too. Weird.
Oh,
Now they got,
people.
yeah. Now they got downgraded to apparently people size. Whatever.
All right, so
Maybe these are babies. That's what they have limited time. These are the baby version.
yeah,
They're from the baby bestiary.
yeah.
Baby.
Baby.
And we're playing 2 each.
They actually.
That's how you say that, right?
There are. I think
Yeah.
there are baby waddle
Okay.
in the baby beast.
I'm a
series.
professional
Anyway.
working on that project.
Okay.
That's how you say it.
Okay. All right. If you're a professional working on it, then that's how I will say the baby.
As they get on their backs and they take off, they do like the classic when they're like a flying creature off of a plateau, go to like nosedive. You guys think you're gonna hit the trees, then you take a sharp turn.
That's the noise the Baron makes as he's going down.
Yeah.
Just imagining like all of us
Well,
are like holding on, real tight, eyes closed, and then and then
Baron's like, ah!
and then
Yeah,
there's
Azra loves
Worm
it.
who's just like unmoving, just holding on. This poor Quetzalcoatl, this thing is probably so fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Varth seems relatively like unscared of it because at any point he could just turn into a bird and fly away, so he's not
That's
really
true.
worried about it. He's like, I can
Um,
turn into a
And
bird
Azra
before I
loves
hit the
that.
ground.
It's been centuries
she's down.
since I rode one of
They're-
these.
I was
They're-
just like, I don't need the Quetzalcoatl. I can fly with my boots. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
just
She
really-
actually said that.
They're really fast, like 60-foot fly fast.
cool.
Nice.
We got
Yeah.
heck and zoom.
They eventually level out, and you guys are
I
at the tree
say it.
line, and the upper canopy becomes translucent as you fly through a maze of trees, thick brush, ancient stone columns. A chilling wail pierces the air as shadowy forms, in the shape of monstrous humanoids, streak the dark corners. Here
Oh
they
my
come!
god, they're streaking.
Put some clothes on.
Here they come! Brace yourselves! Now,
Oh, Lord,
This-
he's coming.
you guys don't even need to roll. Your Arcana checks or your modifiers are high enough. These things have the stats of shadow demons. They're shadow-like
boy.
entities, but they're gonna have stats of shadow demons.
Fun.
And we get a chase.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So on each turn, there's a possible chase complication. So there's no real initiative per se. So I'm just going to start with how we have it in overlay. So it's going to be Dagger, then Varth, then Azra, then Baron.
You got it.
Actually, Dagger, NPCs, Varth, Azra, Baron. So,
Okay.
Dagger, you need to roll me a d20.
Sure. Oh boy, I don't trust any of my dice. Oh shit, that's a 19.
19. Okay. You continue flying and there's no complications for you. NPCs, you're just roll one for all of them. We're not going to have like...
Okay. Cool. Yep, that's a 5.
A 5?
Mm-hmm.
An unexpected dive requires each of them to maintain their grip and must make strength saving throws.
Oh, that's
Okay.
just you, or
I will roll for the Mary Sue.
Okay.
Oh my god, why?
I don't have Dagger doesn't I like because time is weird here. Would Dagger have the opportunity to cast a spell or to give anybody an inspiration dice?
Yeah, I would say you've had just enough time to do that.
Which one? Because the spell is a action, but the
Yeah, you have an action.
okay, then she would seeing that shit is going down, that they look like they're about to fall, she's going to cast Bull Strength on the 3 of them.
What's that do?
Actually, it would be 4, I guess, because it's it gives you advantage on strength checks,
Okay.
and your carrying capacity doubles.
Okay. Hey, Kevin, can you do the thing?
Oh boy. God damn it, woman.
He sucks.
Melee, do the thing.
Kevin, can you do like a thing 3 times?
Sorry, that was one of my favorite parts of that. I loved everything about Korra, but that was one of my favorite parts. And it was something different every time. It's just do the thing, and it was something different.
Tess is going to use her lucky feat because she rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh, good.
Oh, you too? You too? You also got a nat 4 and a nat 5? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Like,
Oh my god, twins.
I literally got a nat 4 and nat 5.
Looks like we'll be losing ourselves to Mary Sue pretty soon.
Bye.
Is this like athletics or strength or just straight strength?
It is a strength.
She asked us to go back to her, save her. Remember, you just have to reply in the deepest voice possible. We got no time.
It is
and then just keep going.
It is a strength saving throw.
Oh boy, great, super duper. That's a 10 for a Tess.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You don't know my life.
China is fine. She got a 27.
Okay.
And it just occurred to me that I think I wasted that spell because if it's a saving throw, they don't get advantage because it doesn't work on saves.
That's fine. I got a nat 5 and then with advantage nat 4.
It doesn't matter.
Great.
And
Hi, Mary Sue.
No, this is fine. Give me a dexterity saving throw. I'm reading the rules for this.
The shield guardian got he got a 9.
I'll just say the shield guardian's with you, and he gets whatever you get.
Oh, cool. The Tess I think was the only one. It was Tess and the Mary Sue who failed.
Yep. Now she needs to give me a dexterity saving throw, as she's about to fall off.
Boy, cool, super, great, nifty. That's a 17.
Okay. Both her and the Mary Sue do not fall off.
Oh.
Or no, wait. Oh, okay. The dex save isn't for fall. These both still fall, but they only take half damage.
Oh,
so
great.
Both of them take 26 damage as they fall 150 feet into the jungle below.
Okay.
And apparently their Quaddle also fall and die instantly.
Wait, the Quaddle have 97 hit points.
And they fly?
The Quaddle mount
People
perishes.
don't?
The Quaddle mount perishes in the fall.
That's super fucking dumb.
What the fuck?
Great, so we just lost our NPCs and have no way of getting them. Nifty. Okay. It was 27, you said, or
26.
26?
What's the CR of a pterodactyl?
Don't worry about it. She has boots of flying.
Oh, well then she can carry the other one.
And she can, because the boots don't work like that, but one of us is going to have to turn around and polymorph one of them, I guess.
Well, the Mary Sue is probably dead, so she's technically a body, which counts as an item. So you can just pick up the item and we'll resurrect her later.
She has health. No, she's not dead.
Oh, actually, I had the broom of flying, and I can command it to go. I'm going to command the broom to go and pick them up.
Okay, they
Go to where they fell.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah, because I can command the broom to
You can.
travel alone to a destination within 1 mile.
And it doesn't require your action either.
Yeah.
You can just do it.
So the broom will go and pick them up, and then I guess they'll just catch up to us later.
Okay. Varth,
Yeah.
roll me a d20. I know that's really bad. You know, that just happened now. It's like, oh, your turn.
What is it?
Just a flat d20.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
No.
a table he's on.
Yep.
10.
A shadow demon attempts to force your mount from its determined route, pushing you to locate a new path. You must give me an intelligence saving throw.
Cool.
I get
The save I'm really shitty at.
That's
14.
the one save I'm good at too.
lose 30 feet of distance, so it just slows you down, essentially. Not as much as the people who fell off. Azra.
So apparently their quotas disintegrate into ash.
Azra's turn.
Um.
Flat D20 roll. Just
Okay. 8.
okay.
You know, I think I figured it out, guys. We're being chased on the ground by Vlad the Impaler, and if anything hits the ground, he just impales them instantly. So there's no save, and they instantly die.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
No. 18.
Okay, you do not fall off your mount, but you do take 17 bludgeoning damage as you and the
Rude.
Quaddle are forced down into the tree area and the branches are hitting you.
Lame. I was gonna cast Wall of Light behind us, but I don't know if that's a thing that I can do.
Okay, yeah, what since we're not in combat, there's no real initiative stuff. Are you guys casting spells and stuff?
I don't want to waste my spells since I have a very, very, very small amount of them that do anything. And I'm pretty sure Shadow Demons are immune to the only 2 damage types I can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Wall of Light.
Okay.
So it's 60 feet long, and I'm gonna cast it behind the last one of us.
Okay, I assume the wall's going to go into the Shadow Demon. You'd be aiming
Yes.
for it to hit him. So what do
Yes.
I need to do for that?
Constitution saving throw for anyone that passes through it.
It's
Okay.
a pretty big wall, too, isn't it?
I know your DC's pretty high, so it failed for sure.
It's like 18, yeah. So it takes 48 radiant damage. And I can also use my bonus action to like fire lasers at people, which is cool.
You do that.
Fell off the table. Okay.
Everyone's relatively close enough, these shadows and stuff, so you could fire off rage.
Cool.
That's your bonus action.
16 points of damage to that one.
Okay, let me check the Shadow Demon. It is vulnerable to that. It really hurts it.
It
Sweet.
takes twice as much, right? Or
Yep.
is it half as
Yeah,
much?
Twice as much, so 32.
Damn.
cool.
Rag his ass.
Yeah, I can use my action on my next turn to fire lasers. So I'll do that next.
Okay, let me check.
If
Okay.
radiant damage is effective, I'm just gonna summon Azra's favorite little glowy fire jellyfish and fire just sacred flames over my shoulder over and over again. Just at any shadow demon I can hit in range.
Okay, they're quite dexterous, so you're firing these off, and they
Even if it's a distraction, I don't really care because she can hit them with lasers. So whatever.
could be enough to slow them down.
Dagger is seeing that they're like specifically targeting us. I'm going to use Major Image to make what looks like a group of more of these Quetzalcoatlus that are huge size that have like generic looking druids on their backs. And I have them like swoop out like they were following in from behind us or something to hopefully confuse these things so that they'll target the illusion and not us. And hope that they're dumb.
Okay.
And fall for
On
it.
that note, once you do that on your turn, I'm gonna have you guys roll advantage on these d20s because they'll start attacking the other targets too, making it less likely they will intervene with the you guys.
And Chung is probably in telepathic communication with Tess to just check on them and make sure they're not dying.
Okay. Baron's turn. As his d20 roll, I guess at advantage now since there's illusions to almost like mirror images, you know.
15.
That's what I was hoping for, something like that.
How much?
15.
15? Okay, no complications.
Sweet.
And we circle back around. Dagger,
Yee.
advantage stuff. How long does that last?
Major Image.
It's like an hour or something, isn't it?
If it's a minute.
It's 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we don't need to worry about that then. This will be
So
over
forever
well
as far as
before
combat
that.
goes.
So I rolled a 5 and a nat 20.
Okay, you would have had a complication, but it attacked one of the illusions.
Sweet.
And the illusion looked like it would have had to make a dive to go down, and it just like phases through one of the trees or something. NPC's turns. So, Mary Sue. What you gonna do when she falls on you?
Oh my god.
For what it's worth, Tess does have the boots, so she would try and find her, and then both of them can ride the broom if needed.
That's so much black on here.
Okay, we'll go with that. So they will be 60 feet behind. They're like around behind everybody.
Cool.
I don't think either of them weigh much more than okay, its speed might drop to 30.
We'll say it doesn't because as you can tell, this part I don't like. It's not fun. So we're just gonna
Honestly,
try to get through it.
I find most chase scenes in 5e very
Yeah, like most of the abilities that players have can't actually affect it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, give
Because
me.
it's like I cast that enhance ability spell and it doesn't do anything because they're not skill checks, they're saving throws.
Yeah.
And then like if I have Circle of Power, but it doesn't work if it only works if it's magic
Right.
effects.
And
then
it's
they're
not because it's a save versus dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not
Or
even
tree
wild shape
or
is helpful
something.
because we're on
Yeah.
something else. Like
Right.
last time you wild shaped into a panther, like on the 3rd episode, and that was
Right.
at least kind of exciting.
Yeah, exactly. Because I could like catch up or like move into something, and I could use my ability to do something useful.
Yeah, those ones are very it really depends on how you do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get on the broom and go, and I'll just roll for Tess and her since they're both on the same. They still get the advantage because you're stuff, and because of your advantage, they're good on the broom for this round. So they're still around behind you guys, but now they popped up out of the trees and stuff.
Okay.
Hurt from fall damage and all that. It is Varth's.
I rolled at advantage, and I rolled an 18 and a natural 20.
Nice. So definitely no complications. Azra.
Whee! That's a 19 and a 15, so I'm sure I'm fine.
Okay, you're good. Baron.
Cool. And any of the shadow dudes who pass through the thing take damage, and I'm gonna laser the same one as before.
It stays where it's at, so they've well past it now. They went through it once and they just keep chasing.
Yeah, I think it's within. Hang on. I think I can get one laser off until we're too far away.
Okay.
Let me double
I'd
check.
assume you fired the shadow that you already got burnt by it.
Yeah, because you can get bugs.
Or one of the ones that got burnt by it. Your wall's big enough, it would have hit multiple. Sure.
Yeah, within 60 feet of the wall. So if they move 60 feet, they should be like just still in range.
Just barely, yeah. So
Cool.
you can fire them off.
Oh, Jesus, that's a 13.
That just hits.
Yay! God, that was terrifying. Rolled a 3, you guys. Cool, 2 ones, so that's good. 14 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, let me check.
That's
It-
not double.
the shadow burns up into nothingness.
Yay! Get right.
And I can move my illusion 120 feet around.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're having it follow with you like it's part
Yeah.
of your Coatl squad.
Mhm. I'm just
like-
imagining that so the broom is slower
Flight
if it's holding
formations.
both of them.
Light formations. Oh no, it's the Baron. Oh wait, no, that Baron's
I
fine.
imagine that Tess has got her boots on and she's like holding the end of the broom and air skiing behind the broom because the broom is
Yeah.
faster than her boots.
Quick, Vegas of maneuvers. Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to make it more fun. All right, so next round goes around Dagger. Advantage.
That is another 20
Oh,
and a 19.
Okay, just tell me.
Wow.
I guess from now on with the advantage, tell me if you get 10 or lower.
Okay.
Cool.
I rolled 2 natural 20s.
Oh my god.
Okay,
We are wasting
Tess-
all of our 20s.
Tess and Mary Sue are fine. What about Chung?
Oh,
I'm going to visit the little druid's room. I'll be right back.
Okay.
she got an 18 and a 19. Apparently the secret to rolling with these
Wow.
dice is I can't roll them the exact same time. If I throw one and then the other, they're both good numbers. But if I roll them both at the same time, they're always low.
All right. Azra.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
13 and
Baron.
12.
This is 8 rounds. That's why I'm like trying to.
Cool.
8 rounds.
Yeah.
What the hell? I passed.
Okay. Back around, Dagger.
Oh god, almost threw my dice on the floor. 2 18s.
Nice. Okay, so these illusions are really helping. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they may or may not be, because you guys are rolling high regardless. Anyway.
That's fair, yeah.
And Chung again, because I'm trying to go through these rounds, like, they're fine. The two in the broom.
18.
Okay, they're good. I'll roll for Varth, why not? I'm sure he'll be fine with that. Oh, 2 nat ones. No, I'm kidding. He's fine. Azra.
10. Does that still pass?
A 10 does not.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Alright, so with a 10, a Shadow Demon gets really close to you while you're on your mount, and it looks like it's trying to force you off of it. But as it's trying to force you off of it, you have to, like, the path that the quad was going before, you have to, like, take a detour. So it's an intelligence saving throw. You're good at those, you're listening.
What are those?
Yeah, okay. What's 15 plus 9?
You got it on the
24.
You got it on the
It's
dice. So
Sweet.
we'll say this is like the Star Wars chase scene, and the shadow hits a tree.
Cool. I do this.
For no reason, literally no reason, because it's made of shadows. It explodes.
We.
Baron.
Oh, my roll again?
Yeah, advantage. We got 2 more rounds after this.
Oh, 2 nat 20s.
Okay. The Shadow Demons see him, and they're like, oh shit, it's the Baron, and they leave.
I know you. Your name is Bill.
One of them
Hi,
looks...
Steve.
Baron, one of them looks like a bat-like elongated humanoid, but it's like shadowy. And it's like, oh shit, that's the thing I'm terrified of. That's my terror. I'm out of here. Okay, Dagger and friends.
Oh boy. Oh fuck. I spoke too soon. The curse fucked me. That's a 6.
For Dagger?
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me
Oh shit.
a strength saving throw.
Okay, cool. I have to give me a second because I have to figure out whether I can give myself bardic inspiration for saves because I did not roll great.
I think you can at this
Well,
level.
the way I have it written down on my character sheet is that it's for skills. So I want to make sure. Lore, there we go. When you make an ability check. That's not a save. Cool. All right, so that's an 11.
11? Okay, it slows you down, but you don't fall off.
Okay, good, because I just remembered that I depend on my broom flying for flying.
Yep.
It's,
I have another way, but
you
still.
almost fall off. Like, you had one hand on there, and that was like all that was on the quaddle for just a moment. But you do not fall off.
Oof.
How did the Chung go?
Oh, Chung has to roll.
The chung.
It's on aviators. The
16.
Chung. 16? Yeah, the Chung's alright. God damn it, I'm never gonna say that again, I'm sorry. The 2 in the broom got a nat 20 on the first roll, so they're good.
Okay.
Varth again.
So many nat 20s flying around everywhere.
I know, we're gonna waste them all.
Varth's fine. Azra.
11 on the first roll.
Okay,
You're good.
You're good. Baron. This advantage is really helping.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Last round, you're almost there, Dagger.
Oh, that's a 16.
Okay. And friends.
So like night talk show. Dagger and friends.
Mm-hmm, definitely. 15 for Chung.
Okay. Give me a con save for this.
Okay.
God damn it.
She got an 18.
Okay. Bunch of falling debris hits her, and she takes 17 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Can she use her reaction to have that?
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay.
Does a cartwheel on the thing.
Sika. Oh, she made her. Oh. She takes the damage, but she falls. As she
Tess
rolled
will,
a nat 1.
nice. Tess will fly down and help her.
Okay, that's another round where they're behind. So they're 120 feet.
Yeah. Chung will yell that out, but that they're fine. Does this woman look like she's like close to death?
She looks really hurt, but not close to death.
Okay.
Tess
will yell to her, "Hey, if either one of us falls." Oh, good kitty. Is that the chunky boy?
Yeah, it is the very chunky boy.
No.
he's like food.
She will tell Masika, if we need it, there's a healing potion in this pocket in case one of us face plants and passes out.
Okay.
Are we going down?
Varth, we're on the last round. I've been rolling for you, and you've been doing good.
Okay.
But
Did
advantage.
hobgoblins show up in biplanes and start shooting at us?
No,
No?
but Mary Sue nat 1'd on one of her checks and fell again.
Ah, brilliant. Brilliant.
It is your turn, though. It is the last round after this to clear.
I rolled a 15.
Okay, you're good. Azra.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Last round.
Oh god. First one was a 3. Oh, second one's an 18. Okay, we're good.
And Baron.
10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need an intelligence saving throw.
12.
Okay. The
Chunk. So big.
Shadow Demon swipes at you. I don't know how an intelligence saving throw prevents this, but 12 to hit, it doesn't hit you anyway, so whatever.
I'm too smart. You just can't even hit me.
The intelligence was like for piloting, I guess. You're like trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's funnier that way.
Yeah. And I guess the Baron, because he's been.
I'm too smart to take damage. I use my brain.
My dad works in Nintendo.
A cocoa nut.
Cocoa nut.
Mouth. The Tess and Mary Sue, since they fell so far behind, they got 2 more rounds because this movement's 60 and they're 120 feet behind, and the Baron will have 1 more. So Baron, roll me 1 more. I'll do you first. I know.
Baron does that in character.
Okay, you're good. Okay, I roll the first one. You roll the second one for the advantage. Yes.
Yeah.
On this round.
Oh, thank God. That was a 4 and a nat 20.
Okay.
Woof.
4 was the first roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You got Mary Sue.
This is with the advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So they're good in that round, and then 1 more round because they were so far behind.
Okay.
They were 2 rounds behind.
Yeah.
You can roll.
17.
Okay. I don't trust my dice. I've been rolling that once. All right. So you guys finally make it at the end, and you totally would have got something if no one died, but apparently the Quaddle are glass. So
Cannons.
not even cannons. They don't attack.
No, they're literally just glass.
They're glass.
Just glass.
They're glass airplanes. The sun manages to pierce through the patchy clouds. And
That's the last time I fly air quodal.
yeah, right.
2 planes go down in 1 incident. That's it. I'm done. No more air quodal rides. I don't care what they pay me.
You pass through an illusionary wall, masking this hidden location.
We've gone to Wakanda.
Once you're through, these shadows flee back into this illusionary
Convert.
forest that you were in before.
Wait, isn't that the name of one of the guys in the Port Nazaru, Wakanda?
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Close, but yeah. as we pass through the wall, Chung is just doing the whole like, hey, we just passed through an illusion. Hopefully you're not that far behind. And we'll tell the rest of us that Tess tells them that they're hurt, but they're still okay and they're still moving. What do we see on the other side of the illusion wall?
Please tell me it's not Wakanda. I was joking.
That would be cool too. I could see some
Right. Yeah,
vibranium everything.
exactly.
That shit can do anything.
You barely recognize it, and considering the location you guys are going from where you started, near the Bastion, being the history buff that you are, you think these are the ruins of the city Maratol, which would be the city where that king was buried, at Quomek. It is flooded and vines everywhere. Here's the name. Put it in the chat.
I would probably say it the way you did, Maratol.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell them that I think this is where King Quomek was buried. Do we see
Most of the city seems to have been destroyed by either fire or flood, save for a few areas.
Are we close to the volcanoes?
No, it doesn't even tell me what direction you guys even flew. I'm assuming near the bastion because everything's flooded. So probably heading east. Yeah.
Do we see a ziggurat?
Yep, you do.
Sweet. I will thank the Quetzalcoatls. I'm like, I think we can go the rest of the way. I don't want any more of you guys to get hurt.
Fucking explode as soon as you touch the ground. You mean.
Yeah.
Are you from the clan of what is it? Pinto?
Yeah, Tess has less hit points than them, and she's okay, but they die.
They say
explode in a fireball when they hit the trees.
They say if you need to leave, you can hold up that gold tomen in the light of the sun for 1 minute, and it will summon them, and they get you.
Okay.
Next time, let's fly higher so the demons can get us.
However, that was our one way in. So, if you leave, you have to come in the same way.
Right.
If you came back.
Wait, I don't understand.
Unless you use like a teleport magic or something. Get back where you are currently.
I kind of nod, like, okay, thank you. And then I look over at Baron and Azra, and I'm like, we're not using the portals.
So they can't come This is plane shift or teleport home.
Yeah.
We're just going to teleport.
It's okay, we got it.
That was too dangerous. We know where we're going. Thanks.
Yeah.
And
we don't say that because we're nice.
And they depart. And one of their tails just barely touches the top leaf on one of the trees, and he explodes.
It's like that stock explosion sound.
Because apparently they're that delicate. Anyway, the sun manages to pierce through the patchy clouds in this flooded region. The remains of a long-destroyed building litter the area for hundreds of feet in any direction before being overtaken by hard blackened earth as if the remainder of the city had been burned into ashes. The top half of a gigantic warrior statue peers out from the murky waters surrounding the few structures that managed to survive. Beyond the smaller structures, the ground plateaus into a large garden elevated above the water. At the rear of the garden plateau are a set of stone steps that raise up to the base of a large ziggurat towering over the area. Fabled resting place of the mad overlord Quomek.
I cast water breathing.
You're certain a few people, if any, have seen these ruins in centuries.
I'm pretty sure that affects everyone, but let me double check.
I look at Dag, assuming she's losing her shit.
Shouldn't you wait until our friends get in? And as I'm saying that, because it's funny, both Tess and definitely not Mary Sue, because I can't remember her fucking name now. Like, do the thing where they emerge from the tree line, except they're like cut. They have like grass and shit sticking out of all their hair and everywhere, and they just like face plant into the mud, and the like broom goes ass over head a couple times.
As I finish casting the spell, which puts them in range, and then they
Yeah.
by it perfectly.
Yeah, nice.
Like,
think,
wow, that was good timing.
Actually,
10
think
creatures,
all
so
of us-
it's every one of us, I think.
all of us plus both familiars count as 10.
Sweet.
Even though
No.
I don't think Vorm needs it because he doesn't breathe.
I technically don't need it either
But
because I don't breathe either,
we
or
can
I don't
breathe-
have a
we can
problem
breathe
with it.
air
I breathe
or water.
air and water,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But yeah, we're good. Everyone can breathe air and water now.
So how hurt does it? Do we think that Tess and Mezzy might need a moment to sit down and take a rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that too.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of a.
We're talking like a long rest situation or a short rest situation?
I think we're
Probably
talking a
short.
short rest situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know both of them took 26 damage from falling.
Yeah, Tess took 33 or something, but she
Oh.
has 11 hit dice, so.
Yeah, Nisika also took the same amount of damage, because now I think of it, both of them had the same things happen to them, so.
Nice. Oh, come on! Damn it. My Song of Rest is really pitiful. She's very distracted. Everybody gains 1 extra hit point if you roll hit dice.
Nice.
Yeah, is that per dice or total?
Just total. Just 1.
Oh,
Just 1. Chung feels better. That's it. Except I don't think she was actually hurt today. I think that was last.
Yeah.
And
I was
Nisika's
hurt
like,
before, but I healed most of my
Nisika's like,
damage.
oh, what's this? And she pulls out a random Kopesh out of the dirt.
It somehow landed here when she dropped it off the cliff.
Yeah. You're not sure how it got here.
She critically failed that bad.
She says, thanks, Ooptao.
thanks, Ooptao.
She now has both their Kopeshes back.
Yeah. And so it's going to tell me like exactly where you guys are standing here, because most of the area is flooded. I'm not sure if you guys are on this garden plateau. Essentially, is what I'm saying. You do see a tower. We'll say you're on top of a building, and the building's like just barely above the water.
Cool.
You see a tower to the east, like northeast. This plateau with the garden or whatever is straight due north. And there seems to be another building on a bit of the land that's above the water.
Okay.
This tower looks very wizardy.
During this short rest, Dag is sketching everything she sees.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Tess is like bounding up all basically like busted the shit out of all of her things. She has like the splint on her leg and like the hand bandages and everything, and like halfway through, Dag's like sketches this beautiful portrait and looks up and sees her sister all fucked up and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, 1 band-aid." I helped.
Just not as effective as you thought it was going to be.
Fucking 1 on a D10.
This tower, when I think about it, only the top half of it seems to be, top third, say, is above the water. The rest of it's underwater.
Oh, good thing you cast water breathing.
Yeah, I have a pretty good feeling half of this fight's going to be underwater. Maybe the last half of it too. If I had to guess, the wizard's either at the top or the bottom of the tower. And if I was an evil wizard in a half-sunken city, it'd be below the water.
Yeah, and considering, once again, another place that's half sunken, the lower half, they don't have anything for. That's underwater.
Wait, what? So it's like
Awesome.
half sunken, but we don't know anything.
Remember
else
those
in there.
ruins you were in before, and it was like half sunken, and you guys went to go into the lower part?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
they had literally nothing for it.
Maybe it's just flooded with mud.
We'll go with that, and that's the same with this one, I guess.
That sounds a lot like that one module that you showed us. That was the Qualsh, ancient city of Qualsh or device or whatever module that was super epic. That was all slimes. There's a whole thing that says the characters can use the Qualsh device to go into the slime pool, but there's nothing down there at all except monsters. And I'm like,
Cool.
Nice.
you have a huge opportunity to do something underwater with this in slime, and you don't even use it. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
So, you guys head towards this town. You head towards the plateau, or do you head towards this patch of land and there's like one building?
I think we should head toward the ziggurat because that's where we're supposed to be going, right? That's what
What
she
do
said.
you
Yes.
think the big bad guy is going to be in? I'm betting the Wizard's Tower. What are you
Probably.
betting, Azra?
Don't know. Well, I mean, aren't we going somewhere with the ziggurat? Isn't that, or did we do that? I'm confused.
The ziggurat was
Where?
where you apparently this way to the Shadow Walk is.
Yeah, it's a portal in the ziggurat, so we can just like explore.
I guess
don't
yeah.
think we're
Let's
in big
check.
bad
Let's check the wizard tower first, and then we'll go to the
Yeah.
ziggurat. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
To the
oh,
wizard tower.
Oh, it does say,
Huzzah!
at least this one, it does say the floors underwater are filled with rubble and debris.
Good. Good to
It's
know.
better than nothing.
One
Yeah.
out of two ain't
No.
bad.
We can
Yeah.
concrete, so we're gonna go under there and take out all the rubble and debris.
Got
It
it.
looks like it's what's holding this thing together.
Oh boy, we're not doing that.
Start taking out, so it starts like doing this, then leave and push it over, so we drown everything.
Give me an athletics check as you start pulling up this rubble.
No,
Can we
it's
search
good.
the
We're
place
not letting
first?
Okay,
It
I'm
actually,
joking.
it
We're
actually
not
has
doing
it actually has stuff for that if you wanted to.
Oh,
We will not
oh
let
my
you do
God.
that.
Disintegrate.
That's
Not
actually
yet.
pretty extensive. No, we're not doing that. We were joking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna explore the
Yeah.
tower.
You guys see like in the part right where like the water's at, there seems to be some like windows that you guys could. The windows have long gone been deteriorated. You could just go through. It's like a hole.
Okay.
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 Hey, go inside in this 40-foot square area that looks like it was a study or a library. Shelves and bookcases are broken and mostly waterlogged.
Are there any books?
They seem like they're all rotting beyond recognition.
No.
Give me a perception check.
Is all of the book technically there but rotted?
Yes.
I don't
Mending.
know if I don't.
Mending.
You have a
I don't know if that would
perfectly repaired blank book.
Yeah, it won't restore the ink.
It also smells like
Um,
swamp.
But if the ink was there but rotted, technically it would.
It washed away.
Okay.
Like, that is a 27 perception.
27. Okay.
I'm trying to get use out of my mending, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Bear
Actually-
with me. I've not used it in like 8 sessions.
I believe.
I appreciate the
Chris,
effort.
Chris, has
Yeah, I
answered,
tried.
Chris has answered this on Sage Advice actually with mending for stuff like that. It would require the previous version of the material to mend with. And since it's been rotting, there's no other material to replace the rotted part. It's like trying to
Would
mend
you
a burned book.
abuse the spell?
Mm-hmm.
You're mending ashes, so you'd keep the ashes together, but it'd still be ashes. Same kind of thing.
I shall
So,
invent
with your-
ultra mending.
While you're looking around, you find a sealed ivory scroll case beneath some collapsed furniture.
Tess, do you think this is trapped?
And oh well, before
Did you just
and
pick up something? It's
before-
like, hey, is this
Well,
trap?
I don't want to open it.
Rattling it around.
Before-
Usually, if a scroll case is trapped, it's trapped such that when you open it, it blows up in your face.
you notice that it is rigged with a poison needle trap, and if the furniture is lifted up, the trap will activate.
Oh shit! Okay.
I don't know who
Well-
would set this up in the middle of nowhere, but okay.
Told
Tess
you.
will attempt to make that not a thing.
Also, the fact that the poison survived on the needle for hundreds of years, perfectly submerged in water, and the trap still
I don't
worked.
think
is
we're
also beyond-
underwater. I don't think we're underwater. It just got wet.
Everything else is destroyed by water. The poison and the needle and the trap would not survive either.
I mean, as somebody that had water damage books very recently, yes, that's what happens. Like, the books are going to get super fucked and everything else is relatively fine. Moldy, but fine.
I tap it with my sword.
Give me
Fucking, will you wait?
No.
Fine, alright.
a dexterity check. Thieves' tool. So it's a proficient dex check.
I mean, he tapped it. What are you doing?
To open it. You try and open it.
Yeah, I was gonna fucking
Okay,
disable
fine,
the trap, but...
Do it! Arf, arf, arf. Mine.
That is a 21 Thieves' Tools check.
Okay, it is disarmed.
Woo! She's gonna pull that shit out and unscrew it. I have no idea what the fuck this is.
Hey, it's a scroll.
She will pass it over to Dagger. Can she read it? Is it on the bard list?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Azra's peering over your shoulder if you can't read it.
Cool. All right, nifty. That's a nat 1. So,
Oh, good.
Azra.
13.
Azra's gonna read. Oh, nat 20 plus 9.
Okay. It is a scroll of protection versus undead.
Oh, neat.
Oh shit.
I don't like what that tells us.
Nifty. Cool.
Also, there's a letter in here. Scroll 2.
Ooh. I'll take that
Ancient
scroll, put that away.
Omuin.
What does the letter say?
Hey.
God damn it, Kevin.
Sup, K.
Write down scroll of protection from undead.
Those of you who have opened this scroll case, I'm thankful you're not dead. You'll need this for the dungeon you're about to go through. Sincerely, someone who is not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
It says.
I mean, honestly, though, in this area of the jungle, protection from undead is still pretty
Yeah,
useful.
valid. Yeah.
It says. Why are there so many vowels? Luiua. I have compiled as much research as possible as I have on a theory of what we might be facing. Without Ooptau to guide us, Kumek has brought doom upon us all. It is now up to you, my most trusted apprentice, to carry on our traditions. When you find this, leave immediately. Protect yourself and use the circle in the laboratory. Prince and I leave now to warn Commander Dumuk. Signed by Nolwick. I put it all in the Zoom chat.
I would
Neliok?
pronounce that as
Meliok.
Quomek and Neliok.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Can I use
It would
my
be nice if they gave you a base of what their language is based on to help with pronunciations
Yeah.
of things.
Or it did that little English abbreviation thing where you break it up into syllables and put it in the bracket beside so you know
Yeah,
how
they
to
actually
pronounce
do
it.
Yeah.
They've actually been doing that at the beginning of the
Module. Yeah.
modules now. It's really nice. The pronunciations.
They
I guess
did-
after years of trying to pronounce they're like,
This
And
is-
that nobody can pronounce Sigil the same way.
I'm sorry for those at home. I have been bashing Adventure League stuff. This is not their fault. It is mine. They have the pronunciation stuff at the beginning of this thing, but if I scrolled back up there, it would take me like 5 minutes to load it, and then 5 minutes to load it when I went back down.
That is annoying.
you could take a picture with your phone so you have next to you.
Yeah, I could.
Can I using like a combination of history and my historical knowledge background thing? My historical knowledge thing lets me determine the purpose and culture of ruins and the price of 100+ year old art. I want to see if I can guess how old this letter is. I'm assuming it's probably before Mesro vanished.
So, just real quick, I'm looking at the personalities in Tomb of Annihilation, and I found my favorite name of a dwarf, Hugh Hackenstone.
Nice.
Yeah, the albino dwarves are awesome.
Nice.
The this
next
letter
favorite.
and this area, this is one of the first human civilizations, and so this is way older than Mesro. Mesro was made well after that, let alone
Okay.
disappearing.
She is
So,
gonna
a few
very
thousand
carefully
years?
roll that shit up.
And somehow this piece of paper in a waterlogged ruins. And
Well,
this
to be fair,
trap.
the scroll was
survived.
probably the scroll case was probably protected to be waterproof. Mine is because we're constantly fucking in water with Varth all the time.
And there's
Yeah. That's pretty much true.
there's very old worn stairs that lead up.
So this is something about a circle upstairs. I'm assuming it's an ancient ass teleportation circle.
Probably.
We might be able
Either
to
way, I
use
want to have
that.
a look.
Yeah, let's go up.
You guys go up. There's no check or anything for going up the stairs. There should be, considering how
Azra
old this
trips
place
over
is.
and falls down anyway.
This 30-foot square chamber is similar in condition to the one below. Shelves, books, and furniture are scattered about, mostly ruined beyond repair. It might have once been a laboratory, but most of the materials have either been destroyed or taken. A 10-foot wide circular indentation is carved into the floor. Small stones fitted across the edges, which Azra immediately recognizes as a.
Neat. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to memorize the combination.
You just do. It was gonna give an Arcana check for you to identify it's a teleport circle, but yeah, you know.
I know what that is.
Is it still functioning, Azra?
I think so.
Yep.
Nice. Well, we
Yep.
have a way out of here.
Are you
That
sure?
requires a lower level spell, right?
Yeah.
Copy down.
Because you have the one
Sigil.
for in
Ooh, it has a picture at the back in the appendix. Give me a second.
Oh, that's cool.
Of the actual circle. Give me a second.
That's cool.
Who need?
They have a couple of teleportation circles in Portnar and Zara, right?
Yeah. And I know the ones for Waterdeep and Neverwinter as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'll send this to you guys later.
It helps
'cause-
me too, because even
Okay.
with higher level teleport and plane shift, if you know the circles, it's easier to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, you get a better percentage.
Actually, I think there is something with this. Give me a second. I don't think it is functional current.
Oh.
Lame.
Damn it.
I actually don't have teleport circle prepared at the moment anyway because I have teleport.
Okay, that's fair.
You notice.
I could memorize it later.
You notice that there are stone tiles. Each one of them has an arcane rune on it, and they make the circle.
Mhm.
And 3 of them are missing.
Oh.
Well, maybe we could find them and restore
Yeah. I'm gonna start
If you work out
scratching
how
around,
this-
seeing if I can find one.
Wait.
As you search around, you find 6 of these stones. So
Oh,
there are
neat.
only 3 slots.
It's
So I
just
can figure out
symbols
which
and we're
one
missing
it
the
is.
7th.
There are 3
Yeah.
extra,
Oh.
essentially is what I'm saying.
I was going to say, don't tell me this is stargating us.
Oh, we put the wrong coordinates in. Wonder what planet we're gonna end up on.
If we swap out the tiles, would the teleportation circle take us to a different place, Azra?
I don't know.
I feel like
DM.
if we mess this up, we'll either get turned inside out or end up somewhere we don't want to be.
Yeah.
Those of you trying to fix this thing, give me an insight check.
Yee.
Mark is going to assist whoever's
Oh,
doing
God.
It's a group check, so you're gonna actually roll and use
it.
your.
Oh God, we're
I only got a
doomed.
10. I rolled a 5. That was garbage.
Insight is wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Oh.
Varth a bardic inspiration. It is a D12 now because
Oh.
you are the wisest among us, and I'm hoping that counts for something.
Cool. I rolled an 11
Insight
on the D12.
Nice.
Well, with that insight, and I'm sorry it's not higher. I got 28.
Holy shit!
Well, I
Okay.
appreciate your attempt.
Yeah,
You tried.
it's not 40. I got close. I'm sorry. I can do better.
And Zeke is like, oh, this reminds me of one of the puzzles I solved back on the ranch when we used to shoot rats at in the craters of whatever. Ooh, Star
Okay.
Wars reference. She still failed it, so she has proficiency in insight, but what?
Because I rolled really well, Dagger got a 21.
Okay, with your 2 really high ones getting past the DC 17, I'll say both Varth and Dagger.
Barth does the puzzle thing where he's like, this piece looks like it's got the same notch that this one does over here. It's like sitting like examining each tile so carefully to like, make sure it fits phonetically with the rest of them in the circle.
Fun fact: the sigils are Old Omuan letters, or numbers, should say 1 through 8.
Oh,
And it's
shit.
3 sets of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That
6,
actually
7,
makes
8.
a lot of sense then, that the 2 of us are the ones that can do it, because I think the 2 of us and Mezzy are the only
Yeah.
ones that can speak
I
and read
can't.
Omuan.
I
Yeah.
can't read it.
And
I
as-
probably get stuck trying to read them, and then I'm like, I can't read it.
I
Stop
don't
chewing
even
on
know
the
what
Baron,
this
you're gonna
is.
break it.
That's why the Baron didn't do too well. He's just like licking and biting them. I understand it.
Getting high
no
on
biting, no biting.
But you
getting
guys,
high on ancient ass mold.
you guys do fix it, and now it like the runes light up for just a brief moment, just glow, just to be like they turn like a smartphone turning on or something.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
if
You got
we
your-
add some runes, we get
Do
distance
do
control,
do do.
like an area code.
It turns on.
Oh, do we have to turn it like a rotary phone?
And like to each number.
And Azra, you get this pattern, these specific runes down,
Sweet.
so now you
I
can
got this
teleport
girl's
here.
number.
You can teleport here. Teleportation
Nifty.
circle spell.
Girl, can I get your digits? And other things I've never said before in my life.
And probably because they're bored out of their fucking minds, Tess and Chung are probably searching the rest of this room to see if there's anything of interest.
Oh, they're playing patty cake in the corner.
Yeah, basically they're teaching Vorm how to play patty cake. And it's just like the big dumb shield guardian just like,
Once you guys do that, there's nothing else really.
okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that's in
But
this
hey,
tower.
a
really.
wizard's tower with a scroll and a teleportation circle is pretty baller, and I think Maddie might have froze. Can you hear us?
I think she might come back.
No, she's gone. So I guess now we're heading to the ziggurat if there's nothing else in this tower.
As you guys leave, you just can't help but notice to the northwest there's a large building that sits on a plateau surrounded by fields of twisted trees and brush. But you know,
Oh,
you can go where you're supposed to go.
Well, no, we were talking about going somewhere else because we think if we go to the ziggurat, we're going to go somewhere else and we won't be able to come back. So we'll go to the plateau first.
Okay. You guys swim over there, and what's Dagger's passive? I know it's really high.
21.
Okay. You notice very, very big creatures swimming in this water. Just barely comes within your line of sight.
I'm just like tapping this shit out of Varth. Varth, big bit.
What is it?
And it
Big
swims
things under the water.
further away from you. Disappears
Oh.
out of view. But
Okay,
it
well,
is
swam
it is
away.
huge.
It's really big.
What was it?
There were a lot of them. What's
I don't know.
Varth, give me a perception check, since she pointed them out right before they left.
I mean, if it helps, I'll turn into a water elemental, go underwater, and look.
Oh shit, are you like invisible when you're a
Oh.
water elemental?
Yeah, in
I'm-
water I am.
I'm assuming you guys are swimming through the water because you cast water breathing.
Yeah.
And you're just,
Yeah. So I'm just going to be a water elemental then, because
And
it's
go
easier to move
closer.
through the water. And then I can just peek my head underneath and look and see what it is.
Like we're swimming through it, but yeah.
Nature check, you said?
yeah. Or no, what? No?
No. What did you say?
Perception, that's what I said.
Oh. I'm really shitty at that. My passive is 14.
Okay, well, since you got the innate aquatic stuff, I'll say you are able to be better at seeing them. Up there she went.
Yeah.
Aw.
You just barely see, and you recognize this pattern immediately. You don't even need to roll nature for it. 3 giant sharks, huge size sharks, were circling, and they dove away. And you know that they're going to be coming back towards you guys from a different angle. Attack. And we'll roll initiative
Fun.
next time. 'Cause we gotta get up
Oh
in the morning.
no!
It's a good spot to stop. It's a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
Because we're going to lose an hour's sleep.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's right. Ah shit.
Around the time we normally stop anyway. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, you guys are swimming, right?
Yeah.
You would have well noticed this when you first initially went to the tower. The shield guardian immediately was like to the bottom.
Oh, he just sunk?
It is
He
90.
can't swim.
It is 90 feet deep. And
You
you
can't
guys,
swim?
you guys are down.
No,
Why not?
because he's made out of solid metal and stone. He can
Hmm.
walk on the bottom.
Well, then I guess he's
Swimming is-
walking on the bottom.
Swimming is like asking
that's
the
fair, I
Iron
guess.
Colossus to go, hey, swim across the ocean. Why? I can just walk. There's a
That's
bottom.
fair, I guess.
I'm not going to try and do that. I'm not floatable.
He's made of adamantium and steel and wood.
Yeah, he'll walk.
I will
Nothing's
tie
gonna
a
mess
rope
with
to
anyway.
him, though, so that we know if something tries to take a chunk out of him.
He's not even made out of meat, though. I
Basically,
don't-
just put a leash on him.
Yeah.
Be a decent anchor. Are you guys like swimming near him near the bottom, or just like?
I'd say
90
probably
feet
further
down.
up because we wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, if we're that far down, the only
In
he
fact,
can
at this point,
see-
I'm probably blind anyway. Especially if this water is murky swamp water.
It does not say that the water is super murky.
Okay, then still probably relatively close to the surface, so we can see where we're going.
Okay, so you tie 2 sets of rope together because it's 90 feet between the bottom.
I'm certain we have 90 feet of rope between us. I probably have it on my actual person.
if not between you and Tess, I'm sure there's more than 90 feet of rope.
I'm pretty sure on Dagger alone, she has like 150 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 50 regular, and then I have 2 patches on my robe of useful items that are 50 feet of rope as well.
I guess we'll there
Okay.
because if we do an encounter, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
And
don't have a
who
while.
When Maddie will be back.
Right.
Kangaroos.
Yeah, darn the kangaroos stealing her internet.
Yeah, they're probably outside with their, laptops. Like, yeah.
I feel like I need to make a thing where it has like that technical difficulties. Please stand by. Just have like a kangaroo
Yeah.
unplugging.
Yes. Yes, that's adorable. Yes.
Anybody got any plugs before we call it a night?
Tomorrow, Dragon Heist?
Yep. Or Waterdeep campaign, Reigns of
Oh,
Missile.
yeah.
It's no longer technically Dragon Heist. Though I could have a lot more heists for dragons.
Ooh.
And none of us are roguey enough, especially patience.
Though we will be down 1 player tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, because Alexis isn't feeling super great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anybody who wants to come watch us, it's awesome. It's going to be an hour earlier than normal because daylight savings time is the worst thing ever. But it's a thing here in the States that we must deal with.
Will be tomorrow, Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard. That's after the daylight savings. America. So, forewarned.
And of course, next week, stay tuned for another exciting tale of more chaos.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that it will have ended before we play next. Or no, well, Sunday, obviously Sunday. But go check out the Retroverse Kickstarter. It is, I think, only got 4 days left.
Yep.
It ends on the 14th.
Yeah, 4 days to go. So go check it out. It's awesome. It is fully backed and reached most of the Kickstarter goals. I think there's still like 1 or 2 more left.
That's impressive.
This is these last 4 days are your last chance to get the test material, because if you don't back this, you're not going to you only will have access to Test Wave 1 stuff, which is still a lot of content, but you won't get the updated versions.
Yeah.
So I think you need at least 20 test material.
I don't
Back.
remember.
I think that's what it is, 20 or 25.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And with that, we call it a night.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.